Okay, so I think we're live. Hello, anybody out there watching? This is going to be a pretty cool hangout regarding something that happened today in Globebusters. So, not actually in Globebusters, in the Globebusters chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video that was made by Chris Truthseeker. Just bear with me a second. It's an 18-minute long video. You can all watch it, relax, take on board what he's saying, and then we will discuss it and we will we will flesh it out. We'll explain, we'll show why Chris made that video. So just bear with me. So, because obviously nobody wants to share the link out there. The video by Chris Truthseeker is called Take Action or Go. So bear with me. Let me do share screen. And I promise I will play the Trailer Park Boys just for Wake the Sheeple and a couple of others out there. He says mockingly because they hate it. But I will be playing it just a short bit. Okay, so I'm trying to share screen.
I presented myself, so you.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Jason, how you doing, man? Listen, what we're going to do is I'm going to play Chris's video all the way through. I'm trying to find.
Just relax. You can find it, and when you're done, when you're ready, I will.
Well, I've opened a new browser, but as I hit the share screen, it's not bringing up the share unless it's. Oh, right, it was right there behind everything. Okay. Oof.
And please mute yourself, everybody, before you start. There you
go. So close this. Sorry, guys. Bear with me, everyone. We won't be very long.
No, just look at my ugly face for a couple of minutes.
So share screen. Come on. Right. So Vincent. Okay, never mind.
You want me to do it? No problem.
You can't share the sound. So
yes, I can, but I have to. Then you have to tell me, hey, it's not working, and then I come back and try it again. No problem.
Okay, then yes, please. Would you?
All right.
Because that way nothing would be shared for sure.
Okay.
We're waiting on a couple of other people who might join us. Might not. This is a sensitive subject, and but it's worth not staying quiet for. So there are lots of people in the background who know what's going on and are staying quiet on purpose, not ignorantly staying quiet. They're staying quiet not to help the infiltrators, but to not feed them. So I totally understand why some people don't want to speak out. Okay, I totally get it. I was chatting with somebody earlier and I was saying, look, the way I see it is this. Within the BBC, the majority of the people who work there are not dark child molesters. But there's a lot of those good people who knew about it and didn't say anything. Same in the Catholic Church, same in lots of areas. There are always people, it's same in, well, I won't give any specific, any other. People who know there's something wrong, but they don't voice it, they don't describe, they don't explain it, they don't talk about it, okay? For various different reasons, for self-protection, but sometimes simply to not feed the darkness, okay? And there are people who do speak out, okay? So both of those choices are legitimate. Whatever your choice is, it's a legitimate choice to you, okay? And I see those two choices, and I choose to be somebody who does speak out. I've done this before, I've spoken out before. Me personally, I can't sit, okay? There are people who know that if they do speak out, they get such negativity in their personal life that it has a huge knock-on effect on them. And this could be like a spiritual knock-on effect or you know, The Secret, that kind of situation. But with me, I get a sense of reward. Not staying quiet gives me a sense of reward because I feel like I've done what I could. So thank you, Vincent. Would you play the audio? And if it's playing fine, I will mute myself. Let's see. No audio, Vincent. So the reason I'm saying this is I know that there are lots of people out there who are aware of the same things that we here are aware of and are choosing not to participate, not to engage, not to voice being aware of it. And I understand and I don't disapprove of why people are not, of the reasons behind it. Okay, who am I to disapprove? Okay, but in the same way, you don't really have a legitimate claim to disapprove of what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Chris's video. Then we're going to give some evidence of the things that Chris is talking about. Will you try again, Vincent?
You know, that I'm not emotional.
Yes.
I haven't been crying or getting angry.
Vincent, yes.
I'm not measured. I'm perfectly calm, sober. I'm not hasty. So just bear that in mind. I can tell you that I will be getting angry. I will be swearing, and I'm going to be making a few things clear to people, because this needs to stop, and nobody is doing anything at all. So don't confuse my anger or rage with passion, expression, and the wanting to sort things out. The ability to actually fucking do something. Right. First of all, you need to do something about Jason. Something needs to be done. All of you need to stop procrastinating and actually do something about this fucking scrotum cunt, right? You need to get together and do something. There are people who have met him that know what he looks like, that know where he is. So you need to do something about this fucking arsehole that is not going to stop and is not going to let up or go away. It's just going to constantly disrupt and manipulate people and cause trouble, turn people against the truth for whatever reasons. It's not even worth going into. There is people that are friends with him, that are acquaintances with him, that are allies of his, and you need to do something. My resources are limited. I live in the wrong country, I don't even live in America, never mind near him, in a state. I can't do anything. You need to do something. And the people that you think that are all right, they have information on him that they're not purposefully not sharing with you. Does that not tell you something? Are you stupid? What is wrong with you? Seriously. I have been helping flat earth people nearly every day for months and months on end. And okay, I've had a few months off here and there, or just once. Apart from that, I've seen a lot of stuff happen. And some of the time when I appear not to be online, either on Skype or not in the chat box, I'm watching what's going on, multitasking. I can have 3 browsers open and be playing a game in the background, which is Hearthstone, which you take turns basically. So once it's their turn, there's nothing you can do anyway. So you can alt tab to another screen. I've seen it all go on. I've seen how people are. There are people that you can't trust, that you are letting in, because I am not a massive content provider and I don't run shows and I have loads of subscriptions. It doesn't mean I should be ignored, just like input that get brushed aside. And just because you are at the top of a particular corner of YouTube, it doesn't make you immune to manipulation, and it doesn't make you know it all compared to other people that you should listen to. You certainly shouldn't punish for fuck all. What is wrong with you people? Why don't you stop procrastinating and actually fucking get together and do something about this arsehole, about this person that goes out of his way to disrupt, slow down and retard something that is potentially really profound? There are people who know who he is. They've got his details. They've met him. They've seen him. Why aren't they helping you? What is wrong with you people? Seriously, what is wrong with you? You let people in, right? You let people in who've publicly accused people that I respect, I've not always respected, but I've come to learn and respect, of rape, and you give them a free pass. And they're there at me making fucking digs, trying to undermine what I do, because guess what? I am pretty much nearly, if not the best at what I do, at trying to create an atmosphere where people get along, where it's potentially family friendly, and because they can't beat me, they try to take me out. And that is the truth. I can do it for fucking 24 hours straight with no more than a 20-minute break here and there. Who else do you know can do that? Who else do you know can do that? Seriously, nobody. So that's the thing. When you can't beat somebody, when you're not clever enough to outwit them, and guess what? Most of the time, I do all this on my own. I don't have a partner or a spouse to relate to. I live on my own here. I can't switch this off and go, I need 10 minutes out. I should talk to my partner about this, or I should phone a friend. Don't have anybody. I've only got other people in the community that have been helpful and supportive. I'm not slagging anybody off. But yeah, and yet you think I'm causing a problem. The problem's right in front of your face. Seriously, think about it. Let's name some names, shall we? Jason, that's his real name. Tim Osman, that's who he is. Jason. We know where he lives. He lives in Denver, Colorado, near to I think it's the Science and Space Museum, within a mile or 2 mile radius of that location. That's where he is. If you tried hard enough, you track him down. He uses his real voice, for goodness sake. There are pictures of him. There are people like Yvette Zarate who know who he is and have done for months. They are at least allies. Does that not tell you something? Hello? Does that not tell you something? Wake up, please. And you think it's a good idea to let this person in your house, in your home? What is wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? Many of us have been trying to warn you. Why do you think Gab's fucked off? Why? Because slowly but surely she infiltrated his idea, his Discord server, caused so much shit and trouble, and then got people to migrate to hers. Power games. Why would she invite me personally to her Discord server, then 3 days later, without me contributing even a fucking link, kick me for no reason? Why would she do that? She's playing power games. The woman is crazy. And you want to let her in your home? She's threatened to put Antonio in a coma. What is wrong with you? She can coordinate a troll attack at any time. If you think I'm making any of this shit up, ask some people. What is wrong with you people? Fucking wake up. They love it. You played right into it now because they can't beat me, because they can't manipulate me. They have to take me out. You people. And as for ex-stranger Stephen Chess, he was reveling in it. Do you not know? Can you not read? He publicly accused Antonio of raping somebody, Patricia. And you think that's okay? You think that is okay for somebody without any evidence, just somebody's word for it, in a public forum to accuse somebody, to defame somebody? By the way, I'm still not angry. This is passion, by the way. Look, there's no adrenaline. I'm not upset. This is called passion. I am half Greek. This is what we do when we try to make a point, when we're trying to stress them. So, and you give him a wrench. What's going on? I'm fucking sick of you. I'm fucking sick of all of you. Seriously. You need to get rid of the absolute bullshit. You need to get rid of the people that are causing problems, that are hindering you lot. Do you even wonder why I don't want to be termed as a flat earther? Because number one, I'm not really sure 100%. And number two, I don't want to be in your fucking gang because of the way that you behave, some of you. You know, Jeranism has never, ever personally, ever once said fucking thank you, Chris. Thanks a lot. Privately or even in a fucking message. I know you have, Bob, and you've mentioned it. You mention it nearly after every show. But I remember the days when we were celebrating getting 200 viewers. Remember, it was a big deal for us to have 200 live viewers. Yeah, that's how far back I go. You need to get rid of the problems and see things for how they are. And I need everybody to watch this and listen to what I'm saying and support. If you think I'm talking shit, then just forget about me and I'm gone. But if you don't, I need you to support what I'm saying, and I need you to stand together and get this sorted out once and for all, to get rid of all of the fucking shit-causing bullshit problems. And if it takes somebody like me with passion and emphasis and absolute conviction to say something and do something, I will do. Otherwise, that's it. I'm fucking done with the lot of you, all of you, and I'm absolutely deadly serious. You need to get rid of the shit. People like Patricia Steer, they are fake people. They are plastic, false, full of shit people. They are so far up their own arses, not to mention nasty joke lie. He thinks it's okay to talk about fingering people's daughters, not him himself doing it, but some suggest this is fucked up. You've got fucked up people that are at prominent positions within Flat Earth. You hand out wrenches. They've been, Yvette and her friends for the past 2 weeks has been trying to absolutely ruin my credibility. She's been going around telling people that I bully women. I don't bully anybody, especially women. You know, my job is to stop that happening. It's almost like I'm being accused of the very thing that I am responsible for sorting out. You need to have a word with yourself, and I need each and everyone's support. Share this video, make people see it, please. Well, not make them, ask for them to watch it, and fucking do something. Absolutely do something, because that's it. I've had enough. Until something is done, I quit. And I'm sorry to let people down that don't necessarily have anything to do with this, but that's it. I'm fucking finished with a lot of you. I've had enough of your hypocrisy, your fucking double standards. You're full of fucking shit. Seriously. And I'm sorry for swearing. I've age restricted this video. I'm sorry for shouting and swearing so much. However, I feel very passionate, and you are letting a chance slip you by yet again. Yet again. You're letting a chance slip you by. And it's like I've been getting emails from Tim Osman now since you decided it was a good idea. Oh, let's teach Chris a lesson. Let's remove his rent. Fuck you and your lessons. You need to realise that this scumbag cunt, Yvette, is bad. She's a bad person who causes trouble, division, plays games wherever she goes. And you want to let this woman in your house to look after your house, access to all of your computers, your mail, everything. Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Everything I've said is absolutely correct. How much more do you need me? And I never go off like this. I'm usually very calm and collected. No, I'm not saying that I'm not calm. As I showed you earlier on, this isn't a product of haste or anger or bitterness or frustration. This needs to be said. You need to do something about the problems. And the problems are really obvious. Ask around. Seriously, ask around. And for those who only want to talk privately now and again about the problems, fucking stand up and say something. Say something, do something. Seriously. Because all this is going to do is continue to cause problems and make good people leave and wash their hands of your nonsense. Seriously. And I'm sorry if I'm going to let anybody down, but I'm fucking done until you sort out these problems. Number one, do something. Actually fucking do something about Tim Osmond. Do something about him. Fucking catch him. Bring him to justice. Get hold of his names. There are people who know who he is. Wake up. They've seen him. They know what he looks like. They know how old he is. They know his name. They know where he lives. Do something. Also, do something about the gang of trolls and their coordinator, their leader, Yvette Zarate. Do something about that absolute poisonous cunt. Seriously. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but as I said, I've age restricted this video so you can do whatever you want with it. Oh, this is the real Chris, is it? No, this is after months and months of frustration and seeing absolutely nobody do anything collectively. Do something about that stupid, poisonous, toxic, trouble-causing, game-playing bitch. Why should she even have a wrench? She goes in and requests them. I never requested mine. I earned mine through weeks and weeks of building up a relationship, showing my worth, showing my respect, showing my ability. What is wrong with you people? And as for Stephen Chess, he accused somebody of rape without any proof, and you give him a wrench. Fuck you. Do something about them three things, please, and you won't see me again until you do.
A little harsh. Oh, Mike, check. It was Vincent, Mike. Yeah. A little bit harsh on the fuck you to some people, in my opinion, and also I'm pretty sure that I have heard Jaren thank Chris at least a couple of times on Globebusters. Maybe he didn't hear it. I don't know. But other than that, I completely agree with everything that he said. So what I'm going to do...
Me too.
Good. I'm going to introduce everybody in a second. 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show some evidence supporting what Chris just said. Then Vincent is going to show further evidence of what Chris said. Okay? For now, I'm going to introduce Vincent. By the way, in the chat, chat here, in the side chat, in the Google Hangouts, you have 2 links that are queued. You can just play it with no sound. People can read it, or no, play it with sound. Only a couple of minutes each. Which is Stephen Chess and Patricia Steer and Nathan Oakley. These videos have been on my channel for months now, showing what they're like. Okay, so. And this is hard for some people to hear because they like people. But, you know, you can like someone and then find out that there's something absolutely despicable about them. If you carry on liking them without really pulling them up on their behavior regarding the absolutely despicable thing, then I don't know. You know, what is it? What's going on there? Because I'm pretty sure that there are people who say again,
too many fucking people doing that. That's why I'm joining this fucking hangout. I'm sick of seeing all these idiots. And wouldn't you know it, they're all fucking starting to disappear. Yeah. They're all starting to disappear because they're all swamped by these infiltrators that you're talking about. You let these infiltrators stick their fucking hooks in you, well, you're eventually going to get fucking, drained.
And what they do, what the infiltrators do... Okay.
No, I'm not saying that to Chris either. I'm saying that to other people.
Yeah. What the infiltrators do, in case you don't know this, because some of you will have infiltrators in your life, you can call them narcissistic if you want. That whole, spreading narcissism, which is really a type of psychopathy, spreading it out thinly so that everybody's got qualities. That's bullshit. No. There's a narrow band of people who purposely, conscientiously, intentionally do things to fuck with people. So this is what the infiltrator will do. They've heard that somebody was bullied at school. So what they do is they just start up a conversation and they say, oh, this horrible thing somebody did this horrible thing to me. And you know what? It just took me right back to school when I was bullied. Now they were never bullied at school. They're just saying this because they know the other person was bullied. So when they say, and it felt just like when I was being bullied at school, those words, the person that really was bullied at school remembers the feelings of being bullied at school and offers friendship to this person who's done this just to get this, because with this comes a hook into the mind of the person who's just been tricked into thinking that this is a lovely person. They were bullied at school too. No, they weren't. They just said that to get into you. Okay, so this is Yvette. This is Rebel. Okay, this is the person who said that I would be frothing from the mouth when she put me in a coma, and something about me being 6 foot under. I don't know. Just she was frothing at the mouth really when I exposed her along with PMAS. Now, Vincent, if you're ready, would you play? Let me see. Would you play Stephen Chess and Patricia Steer? It's queued at 1 minute 29. Please, Vincent. You're muted, by the way, Vin. Oh, let me just welcome everybody whilst Vincent's doing that. Political Hillbilly, thank you very much. And sorry for hijacking what you had planned. Just in case anybody didn't know, Political Hillbilly, and I really liked this idea, had planned to host a Hangouts offering people, and I actually offered it a couple of times in Globebus chat, for any civil Globelings or Globe believers to go and discuss it in a civil way over at Political Hillbillies. And we've just totally taken, I didn't see any takers, by the way, Hillbilly, but I did share it a couple of times. So we have Political Hillbilly here. We have Jason C. Jay, do you want to try your mic?
As far as my hangout, I'm more than willing to step back to the side because, there is an issue here, and we do see the open trolling. We've all been a victim of the trolling. It's not something that we ask for, and it's something we try our best to avoid.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad that all of you guys are witnesses that how much I appreciate and how much I mentioned of what Chris does behind the scenes. Everything he said is more or less true as far as what he does behind the scenes, and but it would be nice to think that there'd be criminal actions that we could follow on these. Why this is not internet stalking, internet bullying, internet terrorism.
Yes, why YouTube don't take action. Sorry, Vincent, can you pause it? Days later. Anyway, if he has... and can you play the other one, Vincent? The one called Stephen Chess and Patricia Steer. I passed you two. This is the second one. So, damn it, what was I going to say? Yes, what we're also going to show is Yvette organising troll attack on other channels. Now, some of these channels, or maybe one of these channels, Globebusters, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they organise all of this over at PMARS and other channels, okay? And they do it publicly. They don't care, okay? So, because it causes problems, you see. This is part of what they do is to cause problems. So, I'm going to give a scenario of two people or two teams, okay? One team likes Yvette. The other team doesn't like Yvette, okay? The other team tries to warn the first team, and the first team says, okay, hear you, but we kind of like her, or we don't believe you. And I'm not talking me and Chris and Vincent. I'm talking other teams, okay? And this causes a little bit of animosity because it's like, dude, she's dodgy. Yeah, but she's not dodgy with us. And yeah, but she's fucking dodgy. But she's not this between these two people or these two groups who were working perfectly fine before. That's what the infiltrator wants. They want this little bit of distancing from each other because then they've divided. This is part of the point of infiltrators. So this is what's going on. But we will show Yvette calling herself Queen of Troll Team 6. We will show Yvette, PMARS, David Quintana, Spectacles, is it? YouTube, sharing links to what people have shared, you know, when they've done so, they capture the link, they translate it, sharing link to other people's hangouts so people can go in and snipe them. We will show this right now. Because God knows I can't stand by. Right. Yeah. So what Chris was saying about working behind the scenes, he has been working behind the scenes. He's got Tim Osman down to a 2-mile radius. Okay. But Yvette has met with him. Okay. She has his phone number. She could give Bob his phone number. Bob could find out from other people. I'm sure he's got contact where this phone number is located. I mean, I've got contacts here in the UK, and I'm nothing like Bob in terms of level, you know. But I can track someone from a phone number. It's the same system as the system for tracking cars, by the way. It's a SIM number. Anyway, so why has Yvette not passed these details on to Bob and Cammy? Why has Yvette sat there silently? She's made a comment at the start of Globebusters, so we know she's there, and then she's not made any comment. People forget she's there. And in comes David Quintana with his horrible names, you know, not just the abuse that he writes. He names his channels abusive terms, so people have to read them. Okay, she's not there banning. She's sat back. In fact, half the time she's in a chat on a different page, chatting about what's going on. Okay, so this is what she does. This is part of what she does. And then if people like Chris say, "Oi, you know him. Why don't you stop this?" I've noticed that David Quintana hasn't come in since I outed him and her dancing and playing together, because she knows that if he went in there, now this is something true. They're not completely stupid. She knows that while she was in, if she's in Globebusters chat, Rebel is Yvette. Bob and Cammy know this. If David Quintana went in and started spamming, she knows that I would say, "Hey, Yvette, stop Quintana from spamming." And now that she knows that Bob has seen that video, she would have to. She would have to actually block him herself. But really, in the side chat, she'd have to say, don't spam, which is what we've seen. The last couple of Globebusters since they did that thing, no David Quintana. Okay? So, anyway, Vincent, will you play this?
I can't go on. I can't share it, but it's horrific. But she was heartbroken, raped. Antonio never even flinched. I don't care what he says about me, because I know he is a rapist. And God knows I can't stand by and let him go about what he will to another woman in our community without trying to stop him. I'll be damned. This is Stephen Chess. So let's have a look, see what Patricia Steer is saying about this. Because somebody asked her, what the hell is wrong with Stephen Chess? This is what she said. She was asked, "Hi Patricia, has Stephen Chess lost his marbles?" Patricia replies, "No, he hasn't. Dan," it was Dan Winfield who asked. He'll be cut out. She won't be talking to him again. "No, he hasn't, Dan. Stephen Chess lives in California and in some states and some countries, promising to marry someone but lying and having sex under false pretenses is considered rape. I asked him, well, this false pretenses, this doesn't imply anything horrific. And for these false pretenses, somebody would have to claim that they were something different to what I have always claimed I was. I claimed that I was a poor artist all of the time, including in your freaking interview. So, what am I? I am a poor artist. That's not false pretenses. And men can change their minds too, just like women can. And I certainly changed my mind. So, let's see, shall we? Let's see what happens next in this saga of a smear campaign directed by this woman against yours truly. Why? Because she's a psychopath. Like I said in my expose of her. She's not doing this because she's scorned. She started the smear campaign before she left. When she was messaging people, while she was living here playing hunky-dory with me, she was messaging people saying, please pray for my safety and that of my cat. And then not responding for 2 weeks when they contacted back and said, Patricia, that's worrying me. Are you okay? No response. Patricia, are you okay? No response. And then they would see her in a flat earth and other hot potatoes and they would be very confused. This is what psychopaths do. I've been trying to warn people about this. And now, here you have the evidence. So, false pretenses is considered rape. Well, let me tell you something. This, sex under false pretenses is considered rape. This is bullshit. Rape is sex against one's will. That's the basis which underpins consent. Consent implies willingness. So it is sex against one's will, aka sex without one's consent. Rape is to violare, to violate. You do not violate someone by tricking them into thinking you're a nice person. You violate someone by using violence. The subtleties to this come in the form of emotional violence. The violence does not have to be extreme physical violence, but it's still violent. And that's what you've been trying to do to me. That's what you were trying to do when you were here. That's what all this manipulation of Nathan Oakley into chatting with me to say, hey dude, why don't you take her into the bedroom and give her...
Enough of that. If you go and watch the rest of this video yourselves and watch the one called Stephen Chess Exposed, no, Named and Shamed, he goes into a bit more specifics on how I raped her, how violently it was, how damaged she was, and how she said no and I carried on. So this is not him fabricating something. This is something Patricia said to him and a group of other people. He says so in the message. There's a message where he's telling someone, Patricia told us, and there was this person and this, Zoe B. Here in Love, Ugdina Walker, Nathan, and I forget whom else, okay? There, whilst this was being said, okay? So there are people out there that I know fucking know this is true, okay? And they're staying quiet, like Ugdina Walker. She's not said, yeah, actually I was there. Or Zoe B. Here in Love. She's not said, actually, yeah, I was there when she said this. So when she said, I think what Stephen Chess means is sex under false pretenses. No, this is not what she said, okay? But people will rationalize and they will think what Patricia's doing is she's trying to save face. And she's found a loophole. She's found a way of saying it without saying it. She's just trying to minimize the problems. That's what Patricia's doing. She's trying to bring peace to the flat earth movement. That's why she's kind of saying, no, there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I meant false sex under false pretenses. She's just trying to be kind. That's what people will have said to themselves, okay? And I guarantee this, people will have said to themselves, will have rationalized. The reason Patricia Steer is lying about Stephen Chess saying that in California is considered rape versus him saying, oh no, she told us he violently raped her. People will have rationalized, well, this flat earther, Patricia Steer, is lying, but it's for a good reason. No, people, lying is not a good thing. You can't get out of a problem that was caused by lies with fucking lies, okay? And by the way, this is not going to be about me, okay? This is about Yvette, Stephen Chess, not so much about Patricia, about what these people do and the process that goes on internally when people see this, okay? So now, would you show the Nathan Oakley one, Vincent? It's called Truth Burns Flying Monkeys, and it was queued at 4 minutes 7. This is, if you guys haven't seen this already, this is where Nathan Oakley is trying to convince Martin Lidke that Martin Lidker took that daytime nighttime video from my channel, despite Nathan Oakley knowing fully well that what actually happened was Nathan told me that Martin had a copy of it, and we called Martin, and I got my copy from Martin. I didn't have an original copy. I tried to do as many copyright strikes as I could, but I couldn't because it wasn't my freaking video. I tried doing my image, all those things. Eventually, the guys that did the video, they sent out copyright strikes. Okay, so I said to Martin, why don't you put it up? I will send the copyright strike. I'll ask the guys from the studio to send the copyright strike. You can even make up a new channel. Make a channel just to test this. Put that video up. I'll send the copyright strike. They'll send the copyright strike. And when the copyright strike comes through, it will tell you who's issued it. In other words, who the original owner was, just so that Martin would understand that I was not the original owner, that I didn't have the video until I got it from him. And Nathan knows this. But here you will see Nathan trying to persuade Martin. Martin, you got it from Antonio, didn't you? You got it from Antonio. Just watch the video.
And
so
Martin has decided to stop covering for Antonio's lie. I feel like a total fool for trusting Antonio and for also backing up his total fabrication without knowing it was a complete fabrication by Antonio and with help via being bullied during a Skype call from Martin, who has now confessed. Several people in Martin's comments have confirmed this to be the case. Antonio released daytime, nighttime. He is now pissing his lies in all our faces. Dan, did Antonio put a different version on his channel later? An edited version? Nathan, yes, at a later date. The original was up on Antonio's channel for a matter of minutes. Martin grabbed it and mirrored it. Antonio then took it down. I called both Antonio and Martin. Antonio talked over Martin and forced his version of events. Martin went along with it as he assumed Patricia was in on it. She had been fed his lies prior to my call. If that was the case, how would he know? Is that what Patricia told him? Has he just inferred that? Anyway, I won't editorialize. I will just read. This all happened during Globebusters' live show. Antonio Subirats is a liar. I'm sure he will have a very big grin for every person he dupes for a second time. Dan, okay, yes, I remember there were two versions, a shorter one, then parody ones also, and a Fanny Lancer remix. I lost track of them. So you're saying the original one? For fuck's sake, says Nathan, sighs, wink. Yes, Dan, the video with Antonio in that had Antonio's voice saying, Martin licked my asshole, was released by Antonio and mirrored by Martin minutes later. Seems fucking obvious now what a dick I look. Dan, okay, sorry, I'm slow. The two versions threw me a bit. Did they use sound bites from Hangouts, though, to make Antonio say that? Glenn McIntosh, etc., taking the sound bites? Tony Russo. Good question, Dan, Dan says. Who released it first, though? Is that the issue? Nathan. Antonio. Oh, look, his little pooch is here. Watch out, guys. Tony may threaten us with publication of this feed at a later date. Martin Matson. God almighty, does nobody hear me? I come clean and it's not enough. It was off Antonio Subirats' channel, period. What's so hard to understand, guys? Quick, Tony, go get your boy. We're exposing the expletive. Tony Russo. Hi, Nathan. Hope you're having a good day. Nathan. Not really, Tony. Unlike you, Antonio turning out to be expletive was a big disappointment. Dan Winfield. That's Glenn McIntosh's fault. Needs to apologise to Martin, or who said lick asses. Nathan. No, I've never met him. There is only one person at fault for Antonio's lies. Antonio. Tony says. Nathan, if truth is important to you, you could give Glenn a call and get his side of the story. Yeah? Who the fuck is Glenn? Have I met him? Did I have a show with him? Did Martin get daytime, nighttime from Glenn? Yes. No, fuckwit. I don't know any Glenn. Nice language, Nathan. This is how we all know you. Have fun screwing yourself into the ground. Says the guy who lives alone. I'll have fun screwing Paula. You have fun with Pamela Henderson. Nice try. Reaching beyond your depth, Nathan. Laugh out loud. Reaching, eh? Laugh out loud. You can always call a hooker, Tony. Like the good old days when you used to get some. I'm having more fun now. Thanks to Tony. You and your sad wanking has cheered me up no end. You sad little wanker. Laugh my ass off. Thanks for your concern, Nath. Anytime. Glenn M is the guy who spliced together the video in question, both video and audio. Call him if you really want the truth. I should add, Glenn McIntosh and the crew that made the video did make a video explaining everything. In fact, Martin played that video on his expose of my lies. Unrelated video. Martin, do you think for a fucking second anyone is going to believe that slimy turd? Yeah, his own sort might. Good folk never. What is it with you and Aunt Tony? You fall out with all the FE for what, mate? You back to nag. All of the FE or the FE click? Martin. Nathan. Unrelated, but that was a good show. Me. It's so sad to see Nathan so desperate for drama, but it's okay. I know, as does Nathan and Martin and others, including the person who sent me the very first link to the video, that the video did not come from my channel. So why they are trying to push this is anybody's guess. mess. But fear not, everything will become clear very soon. I do think it's very sad to see two supposedly adult men concocting such a pathetic story. It's a very stupid thing to do. The most perplexing thing to me is how they can even try to pass any of this off, knowing fully well that I can blow them out of the water without much effort. They must have fallen out with Patricia, because she was here when all this happened, so she knows what's what. In fact, it was she that told me about it in the first place while we were listening to Globebusters, and not yet noticed that somebody had already passed me a link on Skype. So, Nathan, shame on you for trying to pull such a lame smear. And Martin, shame on you too. Passed it to your Jeff Stewart, eh? What a splendid way to show your true colours. You don't even realise you're being used by Nathan, because it's not Nathan that slandered Glenn McIntosh, it's you. So it's you that's open to a lawsuit, while Nathan carefully moves you out of his way. The pathetic sod doesn't realise that what I said was true. Patricia resented his income. Now what's happening to his YouTube earnings is anybody's guess. But let's be clear. Let's review what is being said by Martin and Nathan. I release on my own channel a video where I look gay, have it up for a few minutes, then pull it, then ask Martin for a copy of it. And all of this for what? What's the motive? That's where this all falls down. The why of it. Clearly neither Martin nor Nathan were bright enough to think this through, that they would have seen that it doesn't actually make any sense. As they say, there's one born every minute. Sue jumps in. My goodness, divide and conquer at its best. Can we just unite, fight for the truth, and once the job is done, everybody can get out of each other's faces and live in peace? Me. Well said, that woman. Unfortunately, some people just need a quick drama fix. Ah well, they can't be as awake as they think they are if this is what they resort to. Martin, what was the motive for the hit piece? To make took it off your channel, got copyrights, not me though. Do your worst. Well, now apparently I've gone from being a big homo to being a rapist. Must be straight out of the Guide to Desperate Smear campaign. Oh well. This refers to Stephen Ches going around saying that I'm a rapist. Who could he have got that idea from? Martin, nobody got it from my channel because I did not put it on my channel, and you know this because you were amongst the first to download it. Keep doing me wrongs. No, I don't as a rule do that shit, but you carry on. I told you I don't care. Keep doing me wrongs? What the fuck are you talking about, you daft sod? You dropped from the hangout and I tried to fill in while you recovered. So stop this keep doing me wrong bullshit. Martin Licker lit my asshole, quotes Nathan. Did you ask Nora to phone me aunt? Because she's echoing some of this. Nora is the first person I told about the video production company offering to make any video I wanted. And me saying I want a video where I teleport to the moon and I do all kinds of stuff. So she knows. You don't though, you little cretin. Anyway. Nice soundbite. Sounds gay to me. You got the broom handles for me, have you, Antonio? No, the line is, I got the broom handles from you and you don't even know it. It was mocking NASA for the broom handles on the lunar lander. Go and view the video. You'll see the soundbite right there. Anyway, goodbye and good luck to you, Martin. You got screwed by Nathan fucking with your head and you spilled the beans about passing the video to Jeff Stewart. In my book, that's called turncoat. And Nathan, you won't be able to recover from this, not after my next hangout. News me, eh? Shocker. Laugh out loud. News me, great co-opting. It'll just be truth. Like it's always been with me, so don't worry, no surprises there. You have no idea, armchair warrior, none. If you did, you would be less mouthy. Carry on, I don't care, okay? Nathan, so you do have the broom handles for, and you want Martin to lick your asshole? You're a dull scum, Antonio, get a job. You're a dull scum, Antonio, get a job. I laugh, get a job. Wow, Nathan. Like Dan, you need the state to care for you. Never told me that, did you? Confessed in the aftermath. State funded. What a wanker. Confessed? I told him this way back. What a wanker. I said, I know you are, but what am I? Dan and you can swap notes. What a hypocrite. You two are stooping so low, I doubt you'll be able to stand straight later. Tell it to the job centre. It's the building you go to sort your benefits out. Oh, I say. But don't worry. Really don't worry. You'll get your supply and everyone will see how badly you made shit up. Such a bad move, really. Such a bad move. Hey, Nathan, did you ever have the courage to ask Patricia whether or not she and Mac ever met in person? Wink. Nathan yawn. I say, I thought so. Martin, this is dumb. You do whatever with your studio. Stop arguing. You and do more of your nasty shit and I will watch. I don't care. And I can't say nothing here, but you must stop. And doing your solid here. Stop for your own good. Martin, I have done no nasty shit. Even the truth bomb about Patricia was not nasty shit. It's true and had to be said by the only person who knows. But accusing me of taking over your hangout like I muted you or telepathically sent mind waves to fuck your computer up? what the fuck? So Martin, did you ever ask Patricia whether or not she met Mark in real life? Because that's the killer. And Nathan obviously doesn't have the courage to ask her. Nathan, give up Mart, is distracting from the issue, bring you all he can to distract. Antonio uploaded Daytime Nighting and Martin got it from Antonio. Then Antonio spun his lies. Now he's onto the worded distraction. I mean, look at you both. What the fuck happened to you? Martin, look at how Nathan keeps telling you what happened, repeating it over and over. Ask yourself, why is he repeating it over and over? It's to drill it into you. Nathan, I'm backing up my friend. Same thing I did for you, Antonio, when you lied your ass off about the video you made called Daytime Nighttime. And between the three of us, you both know I got my copy from Martin. So keep trying, Nathan. It's just more rope for you. So, wait, let me get this straight. According to you, Nathan, you lied for me, and now you are lying for Martin? Is that what you're saying? Nathan, Martin says he got the video from your channel. Several people have backed him up, saying it was on your channel. My story is the same now as it always has been, and I'm kind of enjoying this right now because I know I can blow you out of the water because, wait for it, I have the proof. Laugh out loud. Your story, eh? Well, with people like Martin saying it came from my channel, it must be true, right? Laugh out loud. Nathan's getting flustered here. Yeah, and Martin did sibling lick my asshole. It's just a soundbite. Yes, my story, the story of what happened. That's what a story is. Not synonymous with fiction, you dullard. Must be true. You said it. No, moron, that was not a soundbite. It's called editing, and you will know all about it, which is how I know you are fucking with Martin's head. Ah, now I'm a moron. Love it. But it's okay. Keep going, Nathan. The more the better. Read back the part where I wrote, I have the proof. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Martin. Well, there was all the women you did, and the lick my ass, and Tim on my hangout, which looks bad. Apart from that, not much. I'm not arguing. It's childish. Now explain again to me how you think I got that video. So I haven't sent her on my Flat Earth subs page? That's impossible. You had shit with Jeff at the time. I told you then. I thought, what's this shit doing on my channel? Now if they put it on there somehow, fine, but I'm not mad or lying. And explain how was all that possible? Did they, as in Glenn, put it through your channel? Somehow I'm missing something, but not the source. Explain, please. I say, what the fuck has Tim being in the hangout to do with me? Explain how Heaven Sent, if I lie, was on my subs page. How is that even doable? No idea how you got the video. How would I know? All I know is it did not come from my channel. Martin got Daytime Nighttime from your channel, Antonio. And the person who first linked it to me can confirm this. Yes, they can. All you know, this is great. Nathan, keep repeating it because repetition makes truth, right? Arse. Other people say it's on your channel too, you like.
All right, enough. This is all in a video. It's called, whatever it's called. Truth Burns Flying Monkeys. The whole of this, the rest of it, okay? And you see what was happening. Nathan was trying to persuade Martin to say that he got the video from me. It didn't. And in the next video, I showed the channel that it actually, in this video, I showed what channel it actually came from. It was called Heaven Sent. The whole deal. And Nathan, all of this that he's doing here is he's playing a role for the benefit of Martin. He's playing a role of having been confused, having been tricked by me, which means that I must also have tricked Patricia because Patricia was living here when this all happened. So I must have also tricked Patricia. So I must be such a good actor pretending to be angry on the phone with some really good friends of mine because I saw it as a horrible, horrible attack. I didn't see it as it was intended. It was intended as a big joke, as a got ya, look at what we did out of what you did. So I uploaded the whole of the video that we made. We made the video over 2 days, not Daytime Nighttime, a moon video. And portions of it was me doing all kinds of gay shit on purpose, all kinds of sound bites, all kinds of little things that they then took and made Daytime Nighttime out of. Anyway, it's all really clear for anybody within. So Nathan, right there, you can see what he did, okay? You can see what he was doing. He knows for sure. He knows that I didn't make it. He knows it didn't come from my channel. All of these things. Martin might not know for sure. In fact, in that video, in the comments, Martin says, at last, thank you. Because he couldn't put it together. Okay. So, sorry, the channel was called Flat Earth Slam Dunk. That was the channel name. Okay. So that's why it showed up in Martin's thing. And that's why Martin thought it came from me. Because I was making videos that were called Flat Earth Slam Dunk 1, 2, 3. Now, forget Martin. Martin's apologized for this. Nathan hasn't, okay? Nathan knew what he was doing. He was fucking with Martin, okay? The time that this all went on, as you saw, that was a Skype conversation. That's when I was away from making videos and stuff because I was drawing the mat. So all of this was just, I don't know if they were hoping to do it whilst I wasn't noticing or what, but I noticed and I commented. It was half an hour maybe of chatting back and forth saying, what the fuck? And then I showed the video that I called the trapdoor, Nathan falling or something like that, where I showed that Nathan was just talking shit, okay? That the video was actually sound edited. It was edited mainly from Lunacy Lander, okay? I got the broom handles from you and you don't even know it. I was pretending to be Math Powerland. I was pretending to be a Spanish guy, pretending to be Math Powerland, pretending that he'd stolen the broom handles from NASA, okay? That's what that was. Simple. And everything else was just sound edited. That's all. I never said Martin lick my asshole. Why the fuck would I say that in a soundbite? What kind of weird fucking soundbite is that? That's not a soundbite. That's like a really specific thing. So anyway, that was Nathan Oakley. I've shown Stephen Chess and Patricia, okay? And people can still pretend like they didn't see the Patricia thing. That's fine. Do whatever you want, okay? But you've seen Patricia pretending like she didn't tell Stephen Chess that I violently raped her. So either Stephen Chess is just completely lying and Patricia never said that, or Stephen Chess is being honest and Patricia did say that, and Zoe Be Here in Love knows, as do the other people that were in that chat when she told them, okay? So now you've seen this. Now, Vincent, I don't know if you want to unmute, if you can change your sound over, and we could show some of the Yvette chat, which is not specifically about me. It's all about trolling and about different people and tactics and all kinds of different stuff. And who's dropped? Jason has dropped. Okay, Vincent needs to refresh. Okay, so Jason has dropped. Dan Winfield is here. Dan, do you want to test your mic?
Hello, hello, Antonio.
Hello, sir. So you know that all of this is what we've just seen it to be because you were there. Because you,
yes, yeah, I'm a witness to it all. Definitely, yeah. It's all a bit strange behaviour by these people.
Mm-hmm. For what? Okay. If I try to think of the for what, then I come up blank. Okay. So my only real conclusion, because I come up blank, it can't be that they really thought that I really, really lied and tried to trick them into lying for me, like Nathan was trying to suggest. It can't be that because that didn't happen. And for them to interpret that from what actually happened, it doesn't make sense. What does make sense is a tactical move, not against me, but to fuck shit up in the flat earth. Because at the time, what was happening was Cammy was being abused on Globebusters, in the chat and all over the place. She was being abused for not having him instantly materialized the fucking map, okay? And at the same time, I'm working on a map. Cammy's working on a map. I'm working on a map. We're using very different things. And I thought, okay, here you go. I communicated with Cammy. I wanted to show her, but then something happened and I didn't manage to show her in the end. I wish I had, because she would have said, dude, this is really wrong, this part. Anyway, so that's what was happening at the time. So Cammy's getting abused and I've kind of dropped back a little bit because Patricia had gone. I'd been on a high once she left, and then I was on a little bit of a low because it follows every high. And then I was back to normal and I'm working on the map. And this is what's done, okay? Why? Oh, I mean, the worst that could have happened is me publishing the map would have been a distraction for the abuse that Cammy was getting. So I don't see how that would be a bad thing. So what's the intent? What was the purpose behind what Nathan was doing and what Patricia was doing? I can understand Patricia. She's defending herself. I've just accused her of being a psychopath and described a whole range of stuff that she is. Sorry, guys, but she's a psychopath and or a covert narcissist. If you want to look it up specifically, go and watch YouTube channels, loads, and you'll see. Anyway, so I'd actually done something against Patricia. That's totally true. And I had to, because I couldn't sit there watching people be fucking manipulated left, right, and center by her, not knowing that in the real world, she's fucking weird as fuck. And everybody will see this in the conference. They'll see that she really is fucking weird. So, but I'd actually done that. So I can understand Patricia out of anger, fucking lashing out and saying, fucking rapist, right? I can yeah, that makes sense. That you can figure that out. Okay, that's not inconceivable why she would do that. Okay, she could have called me all kinds of other stuff. She could have said all kinds of other stuff. In fact, I know she has, including I have a tiny penis. That's it. Anyway, so I understand what Patricia did. She's fucked up, so who fucking cares? Okay, but these guys, I haven't done anything against these guys. What the fuck were they doing? So either Patricia instigated this, or they did this to further defend Patricia, so to smear me so people wouldn't pay attention to Patricia's fucking weirdness, or I don't know. But what it was a divisive tactic. That's what it did. It divided people. Lots of people that I communicated with didn't communicate with me afterwards, and lots of people who'd actually freaking sent me private messages trying to warn me about Patricia came out and said, dude, I tried to fucking warn you. Okay, so that's all that it served. It was a divisive thing. It was needless. It wasn't needed. There was no positivity to it. It wouldn't move anything forward. If anything, it would distract and disrupt. That's all that was. Okay, now Yvette, that's what she does. Chris pointed out that Gav, both Chris and Gav, have been in the Flat Earth monitoring, watching, being mods and helping people out for a long time, and both of them have dropped out, and both of them have dropped out because of Yvette. Take a clue, people. Okay, both of them have dropped out because of Yvette. Now you can think I have a personal hatred against her. I do. It's not really personal. I have a hatred towards what she does because she's an infiltrator, because all that she does is disrupt. She sits supposedly modding channels but doesn't mod, you know. I ban her from Geronism, by the way. I banned her from Geronism's chat because she told somebody to fuck off. She was arguing with someone and she told them to fuck off, okay? And I banned her. And later I totally forgot that I'd banned her. And somebody contacted me and said, hey, dude, what are you doing banning Yvette? And I thought, did I ban her, or did Vincent ban her, or maybe Hillbilly under my channel ban her? I don't know. I don't remember. And then Vincent reminded me, and I went, oh, shit, yeah, I did. You see, I was thinking that I banned her this last week, a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't. It was a week before, or maybe a week before that. I'd just forgotten, you know, it wasn't that significant. So this is what Yvette does. So today, Stephen Chess has a wrench in Globebusters. The person that you just read in that message, which was from Stephen Chess, you can watch the video. It's in my channel, Antonio Subirat. It's called Stephen Chess Name and Shamed. Watch what he write, okay? And Dan Winfield can testify that he wrote this, can't you, Dan?
Yeah, all these people that you mentioned, they all have wrenches on Globebusters.
I know, and it can't be because Bob and Cammy are thinking, fuck them. I know that they're corrupt and fucked up, but we'll give them wrenches anyway. It will be, we can't really figure out, so I don't know, you know, they seem reasonable people. Maybe they don't even know that, you know, Stephen Chess was coming into my videos and saying, you're a fucking rape. First, by the way, he was saying that I was a fucking homo. And I was saying to him, do you know what, dude? The reason that I made the gay, because I did actually do gay things, like homosexual style things, was on purpose. So that if somebody made a video or a video response or a thing, you know, being all tough and manly, I could respond to them in a really feminine way, because I just thought it'd be funny, okay, because it would rattle, because these people tend to be really homophobic. So it was to out homophobes, okay? I don't push, I don't endorse the gender bending or gay agenda at all. People have the right to be however they are, and the state should not push, should not teach fucking children about it. All of these things, no, fuck that shit. But I have no animosity towards them. If somebody is fucking gay, what's business of that is that of mine? But I do think it's very fucking funny when somebody is very homophobic and hide it, and when it comes out like it did with Stephen Chess, saying you're a big fucking homo, you fucking die, you fucking homo. All these comments that he left in my channel. And later, when Patricia updated the story to me being a rapist, he changed that from homo to rapist. Okay, so this is Stephen Chess. Stephen Chess does have a wrench in Globebusters. You know, I
have no idea who that is. I've never heard of him.
You've never heard of him? No, his channel is Stranger XX. Isn't what can I say? Is Patricia's pet, basically, is what it is. You know, when she needs a little bit of.
Said enough now. I don't need to know anything more about it.
Say again.
I said you basically said enough. I don't need to.
Cammy, you're really breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Candy, I think you need to refresh because you sound like a robot.
Yeah. No, it's because I have no voice.
Because you have no what?
It's actually my voice.
No, it's not your voice.
No.
I can hear what I can hear the difference. I can hear the difference.
Refresh, really.
Okay.
It's a combination of both.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, in case people don't know this, Candy's mic tends to be really loud. Okay. Then we've all said to her, dude, you need to turn your mic down. So today, as she comes in, we're doing the mic check, and she won't mind me saying this while she's not here. And I said, can I check your mic? And she says, oh, here you are. And she says, is it all right? Almost whispering. I can hear you whispering. Hey, do you want to test your mic, Candy?
Take me to the candy shop.
No, test. Mic test, Candy.
Hold on, let me put these headphones on.
Candy, I suggest you use your phone like yesterday.
Hold on. Can you hear me? What? Is that better?
Come again?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Come again.
Much better. Much better. What were you saying? What were you saying before the audio went?
Wait, I can't hear. Oh, shit. Hold on. I didn't hear anything. Sorry.
Okay, I was just asking you what you were saying when your audio wasn't coming through.
What the hell?
No.
I don't have any.
Yeah, Vinny bought is here, but I think you can better use your phone.
I'll be back.
Okay.
That's my line.
So Dan Winfield knows this. Anthony Russo knew this. It was Anthony Russo that she messaged, that Patricia messaged before she went back to the US, asking him to pray for her and the safety of her cat. So he was stressed. You don't do this. By the way, here she was playing hunky dory, asking, well, maybe trying to persuade me to say, okay, maybe you can stay. Okay, no, she wasn't staying. So, but anyway, so this is what she did. Sent this message and then didn't respond when he wrote back to say, is everything okay? And obviously I couldn't say to anyone, dude, she's fucking nuts, because she was here all of the time. So anyway, don't want to rehash all of that stuff. It's shit. So back to Yvette. Okay, when Yvette has been modding, okay, there's somebody in the flat Earth.
She's not modding.
Pardon?
She is not modding.
Who? No, yes, she's not modding. So when she sat there with a spanner, she's not actually modding. She's not removing comments, deleting. Usually she's just sat there, unless I don't know. But anyway, the point is that there's somebody in the flat Earth that's I'm not going to name. Okay, who's very skilled and very good at detection and security. Okay, and this person said to Vincent and I, there are infiltrators in the flat Earth, and this is how they operate, and explained to us. You remember, Vincent?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
100%. 100%. And well, I can make it public now.
No.
I've been recording for more than 2 months, so I don't want to be a bad guy or whatever.
Wait, Vincent, please put your camera on, because it keeps showing me up and it's freaking me out.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you've been recording for more than 2 months.
Yep. Together with Chris Fusika. Yes, we did. I can make it public. It doesn't matter. I've seen a lot of things happening, and come on, people need to wake up right now. Globebusters, you've been infiltrated by the wrong people, and I'm honest.
Yeah, well, Persian Scribe is just saying to Snack to the Future. Snack, did you watch Globebusters chat today after Tim O sniped Brother Sanchez? Chris Truseeker got mad at Yvette for making light of Tim Osman's actions. That's what happened. She made light of it. Oh, Timmy and his silly sniping. He just fucked up Globebusters, okay? I don't even know if Jaren got back on the second time, okay? But this is somebody who...
I already had the link, by the way. I already had the link. I could go in and protect it, but I did not get any response. But I know they're really busy, so... No, the next time, Bob or Jaren, if you're listening, the next time I will just copy the link, go in and protect it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want it. If you don't want it, just message me on Skype. You all both got me on Skype. Just tell me, Vincent,
no,
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I will go.
No, but what Vincent was saying to me, I don't know if Bob or Cammy or Jaren or any of the Globebusters guys is listening, John the Mogal being the third one. But what happened, the link got displayed and Vincent passed me the link and said to show, because I don't know how to do all that stuff, but he said, dude, they just did this. They're going to get sniped. Okay. So Vincent sent a message to Jaren. Was it Jaren and Bob, or just Jaren or just Bob?
Both.
Yeah. So Vincent, whilst Globebusters is on, passed a link to, sent them both the message to say, guys, you've just displayed this, okay? But obviously the guys are busy, so they've got different windows open and stuff. So I don't think they saw it, okay? So what Vincent's saying is, if it happens again, that the link gets displayed and Vincent can take it like the snipers take it, what Vincent will do is he will go in like the snipers go in, which is they go in, drop out, and then eject people. people, or they go in and eject people. Okay, so that's what Vincent will do. You won't even know that he's done it. It won't be until afterwards that Vincent will say, such a body came in to try to snipe you, and such. That's basically a counter sniping. Is that right, Vincent?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if they don't want me to do that, just let me know. But next time, I know they're really busy, so next time I don't ask on Skype or whatever. I just do it, and if they don't like it, just let me know.
Mm-hmm. So, Candy, do you want to check your mic? I wasn't going to say.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. So you were. I thought that you were going to say, or you were saying something about Stephen Chess, or about.
Oh, I was just saying. I had never heard of him, but I mean, I know enough about him now. I don't care to.
Yeah, his channel is Stranger XX, and he's called me a rapist in Globebusters chat. But like Cammy or Bob didn't see, obviously. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Poor deluded guy. He's bought it hook, line, and sinker. Which is why Patricia said it. She said it to gather a bit more sympathy. This is what covert narcissists do, and this is how they work. And this is what she's doing, and this is what Yvette's doing. Yvette has befriended Cammy. This is how. So why has because let's remember, people, Yvette's not a flat earther, okay? Her actions say she's not a flat earther. She doesn't make flat earth videos. She doesn't defend flat earth. In fact, when I was on a hangout with her a year or so ago, she stipulated that she was not a flat earther. She opened 3chan for people to be able to discuss flat and globe or whatever. But so as somebody who was just interested in the discussion, okay, and she classed herself as not a flat earther, there's no chance that now she is a flat earther and she's decided to be a despicable piece of shit, because that doesn't go with being a flat earther, So what's happened from a small little interaction with her, one of the best mods has just decided to drop out. Last week, one of the other best mods also decided to drop out, also because of her actions. It's like, hello, can you see a pattern here? I don't
understand why can't people see these people for what they are right away. I don't understand why it takes so long.
It's because Dan, listen, the reason that it takes so long is that they're cunning and they're good at finding targets, okay? And by finding targets, they're good at finding somebody who has they find somebody's vulnerability and play on it. And usually the vulnerability they look for is somebody who's very caring. That's the vulnerability they look for. So they make the person feel care towards them. It's, they look for empath. They look for sympathy. That's how they play. Woe is me. If only people understood that I just want peace and loving and harmony for everyone. Oh, so do I. I'll give you my sympathy. This is what it is. Okay.
Hold on. Who goes to?
So you would want to hear.
Press 1 if you go to PMAR's channel to learn real, actual stuff. If you really want to learn stuff, get down and study and research. Press 1 if you go to P-Mars' channel. Press 1 if you do you go to these people's channel, Yvette's channel for info. You go to check out these people. Yvette, P-Mars, fucking I can list 100 people. I don't want to hurt people's fucking name or hurt people's feelings.
David Quintana.
I'm not going to talk to you anymore. It's so fucking obvious and so easy to see through. So happy CTS fucking did that.
And
because it's
just to add to what Dan's saying, okay, one of the things that these guys do is this, okay, in the other chats and no doubt in off-air hangouts, okay, they discuss, they call each other motherfucker and all kinds of joking. It's all in jest, okay, there's no hatred there, but they will play at making up a story of how much they hate the other person and stuff the other person has said about them, which is why they're so violent towards them in chat, okay? So you'll have people who are mods in channels or even not mods in channels, okay, who will say, you called me this and this and this, and the other one, yeah, well, you called me that, to have people to distract, but to have people siding with them, okay? And then the moderator, so whoever's modding that channel, will see this person getting abused by this one, and they'll side with one or the other. They don't know what's going on, and they'll either tell both of them to calm down, or they'll say, mind your language, blah, blah, and blah, blah says, well, such a body said this and this, or has been doing this, and so they distract. Eventually, the mod will block one of them, and the one that has not been blocked has now got a friend who's a mod, okay? Thanks for that. It's all planned. It's all on purpose. Thanks for that. They've been hassling me. They've been trolling me. It's all a plan. And eventually, the person who was rescued by the mod ends up with a key. And eventually, that person is fucking Yvette. and then they do what they've just done with the mods on Globebusters. That's what they do. Okay. Now, Stephen Chess hasn't lately accused me of being a rapist. I have been really tempted to say, hey, Stephen Chess, I'm still waiting for your apology for calling me a rapist. Right there in Globebusters chat, but it would distract from Globebusters, and I don't think it's fair.
Who lets someone talk about her? How do you not bring that? How do you not bring that up? How do you allow someone to call someone else a rapist and not say, yeah, that's not fucking true?
Thank you, Dan.
Yes.
Thank you.
So Yvette should have said to Stephen Chess, what the fuck, man? Okay, because
No,
right there, he was modding.
They don't. And I know why.
Well, I know why too. But it's just a fucking. It's just so obvious. It's oh god, it's so fucking stupidly, pathetically obvious.
Yeah, there you go.
I was about to say
I don't even need to show the recordings that I have. More than 60 recordings.
But
I showed them to people who need to watch it.
Vincent, do show them, okay? Because otherwise, it's just people listening to us and believing us or accepting what we're saying, and that's not good.
I have to put them all together because there are 60 recordings. I have to put them all together. I cannot do this right now.
No, listen, you don't have to put them all together. You can just pick the one that you were showing me before, where Yvette says Antonio's not a real flat earther.
Okay, no problem.
Whatever else she says.
She's calling people who are elderly people, bad people, crazy people. Elderly people supposed to be dead. They're crazy.
Yeah, just pull it up because you don't have to play the audio. You can just show the video.
Let me just search for it. Give me 5 minutes.
Sure.
Hey, Antonio, who was the person that banned us together at the same time on 3chan?
Yvette.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
weird how that comes back up.
Do you remember what was happening when we both got banned on 3chan?
Oh, what were we saying? What were we calling out?
I don't know. What was it?
I don't know. But it was something about slimy, dirty trolls and power abuse.
Yes, and it was not offensive. And what she said, no, we weren't swearing at anyone. We were not being abusive to anyone. Yeah. So what she did was she banned Dan Falconback and me. We both went to the chat at the same time. She banned us, saying, "Stop being rude, Antonio." That was one thing that she said, and banned. Before this, though, so I hadn't been there for a couple of weeks. Before this, I was actually in the chat, and she booted me. She just booted me out of the chat. Okay, I wasn't being offensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they needed space for somebody else. It's just one of these things that Chris has pointed out. What she did with Chris was she sent him a link to join her Discord. It was in Gav's Discord too. But anyway, I don't know how Discord works. I don't know if it tells you such a body has joined. I don't know how it works. Anyway, so she joins. She brings him in. I'm pretty sure that when somebody gets kicked out, it tells you somebody's been kicked out. So she invites him, and I think 3 days later, however later, she bans him. She boots him. Okay, this is what she did with Dan and me. She just banned for no good reason. Okay, now this doesn't mean that I have animosity because she banned me. For all I know, she was drunk because she is an alcoholic. So I couldn't care less. You know, it's not such a big deal to get banned from a shitty channel like 3chan was banned. But it was for no good reason other than to bother. This is what psychopaths do. They like to fucking hurt things. They like to damage things. It's what they do. And this is what she's trying to do.
They like to create the narrative.
Say again?
They like to create the narrative to try to. That's their story, and this is the story that actually happened. Mm-hmm. When it's actually just their made up fucking delusions and stories that went into this giant thing, and it's simple. It's like a little sinister teenager girl or boy on a fucking Salem's Witchcraft fucking shitty TV show drama. Like, this little character spinning all these webs behind the scenes. Ooh, what's gonna happen next? Like, I'm always the guy that in the TV show that comes in and goes, yeah, do you see that person? Slice all the fucking cords, and everyone goes, oh, we're free from the curse, thanks. Oh, and speaking of curses, Stephen Christ, Stephen Chess, and Tim Osmond. Well, wouldn't you know it? I know who these people are, but never once have I visited their site or channel. The only time I visited Stephen Christ's channel was when I noticed when he told me that he was going to upload a video of me on his channel, and then I mirrored my own video of myself onto my channel because it was hilarious because I was making fun of him and his stupid followers. But if you can't see that these people are worthless and have zero material information or of worth of value to contribute, Stephen Christ, Stephen Chess, I don't even know who these people are. That means you're following. The only reason I know is because I have a fucking bullshit detector. That person's full of shit. How do you not know this? It's just ridiculous that these people don't fucking see through this shit.
Exactly that. Exactly.
2 years. 2 years has been tough. Yeah, especially if it's been longer than 2 years. Longer than 3.
And we have people out there. We have people out there who are convinced that, and I'm going to name right now A4. There are people out there who behave exactly like the trolls, who cause the same kind of discord and the fallings out and the confusion, like A4. A4 has been saying that Candy is Kesha. A4 has also been telling me in private messages on Facebook that Ace McLeod, that I've known for 2 years from freaking Hangouts, is Tim Osman. Okay? Now, I've seen Tim Osman. I wish that I'd videoed it. Okay, there was a video. Tim Osman made a short video. Forget if he was in a Hangout or if it was just a standalone video. I forget. But he was walks into a bathroom. He's in a bathroom. It's kind of nice bathroom. It looks like a hotel or something, but I think it was like a Starbucks. Okay, and he turns the camera. He films himself like this in the mirror, and then turns the camera. You have this, up the nostril view thing, and then puts it back to an avatar. That was Tim Osman. He was talking. So yeah, I will show my face. This is me. Okay, I don't know where that fucking video is. And
sorry, Antonio, can you see my screen or not?
Yes, I can. Maybe Martin Lidke downloads fucking everything. Okay, so maybe Martin's got a video of it. Okay,
I got enough. I got more than 60 recordings.
Yeah.
But if you watch this, Mr.
Read it out.
Everybody from Globebusters or whatever, Tim is more real than Antonio. Hello. It's
that. So read it and say who's saying it in case people are away from the
Rebel. That's Mrs. Yvette. Rebel. Tim's is more real than Antonio. Why is this going on? Why? Somebody has an explanation?
I noticed they're getting lunches, so when they're in there, they can use
It's a troll account. No, not troll account. They all gather together in one account, one chat, and they all come together and they decide to go other channels. And Snack to the Future, please don't tell me that's wrong. I got more than 60 recordings of this.
And this is not
all get together in one fucking chat.
This is not somebody pretending to be rebel. Okay.
No.
Stupid has established that is her channel. Okay.
No. And by the way, I don't give a fuck if you have my address or whatever. You can pass it to everyone because it's open to everyone.
Oh yeah. So this is.
Can I screen share something?
Yeah, sure. Wait. Pass it to Vincent. Let Vincent screen share it. So what Yvette did, some point in the past, having posted something to Vincent, was tell him that if he did anything, she would pass his email, his address, his home address to whomever. Okay, this threat thing. By the way, when people like Nathan Oakley make a video about the narcissist or whatever it was, I watched it. That brilliant video. I urge everybody. In fact, let's play it. Okay, after you've shown what you're going to show, Candy. Vincent, if you will play Nathan's video where he's talking about enablers, we'll watch that video and I will point a couple of things out. Like for instance, when he's discussing how he makes up a scenario. Here's a guy who says, hey, I'm going to slip something into that girl's drink. Help me get her in the car. That's a narcissist. That's a psychopath. And then there's the enabler. And the enabler's like, yeah, okay. Whoa. Who's calling me? Yeah. It's Amir. Sorry, dude. I'm gonna pass you a link if you want to jump in.
Sorry, which recording do you mean? I have so many recordings, but
1 second.
or do you got them?
Yes. All right. Okay. So it was Amir. He called me by mistake. He was passing me a photo of Tim Osman. So we have the photo. We've seen this photo before, guys.
Yeah.
And you can show it if you want. So this is what I was going to say. Let me just wrap up. In a video where Nathan Oakley is explaining about enablers and psychopath, he makes a scenario where there's a psychopath who's going to rape someone and is going to slip something into their drink and wants help from an enabler. An enabler enables this to happen. Unfortunately for Nathan Oakley, who is a psychopath, and psychopaths, they're known to be psychopaths not just because of their behavior, but because of their traits. They don't display normal, natural human emotion. So when Nathan Oakley's telling this story, and we'll show it right now, he's smiling. He's saying, and there's this guy, and he says, the psychopath says, "I'm going to slip something in that girl's drink," and he's laughing whilst he's saying this. Okay, and all of this was so that he could slip in and say, "So you enablers, if you go to watch a video about sun tracking and suddenly you find yourself watching a doxing of PMAS and Yvette," okay, because that's what happened. He makes that video so they can say this. So saying anybody who watched that is an enabler. Okay, forget the bullshit. Notice what he's doing. He's talking about something fucking horrible and he's smiling whilst he's saying it. That's not normal. That's psycho-fucking-pathic. That's how you detect somebody who's fucking psychopathic. You know, "Oh, my dog just died." Really? That's fucked up. You don't respond like that. When you don't say to somebody, I hope he's there, Rory McFiss in the chat. You don't turn to Rory McFiss in Oxford, okay, which happened. And Rory, first time he meets Nathan, okay, and he says to Nathan, "You must be looking forward to having a baby girl, huh?" Because Paula was there, heavily pregnant. And Nathan turns to Rory, who has teenage daughters, and says to, I don't know if you guys have heard this before, says to Rory, this is what Rory said to me, okay? Says to Rory, "You've got teenage daughters, don't you?" And Rory said yes. Said, "Must be weird thinking about all those teenage boys sticking their grubby fingers up them," okay? This is at a public meeting. This is in public. What the fuck has gone on in that brain where somebody making a nice comment, which is basically chit chat, okay? Because otherwise he would have said, if Rory had felt more of a kinship or more friendliness towards him, he wouldn't have made chit chat. So Rory was just kind of stuck with Nathan and made a bit of chit chat. And this is how he responds, by pointing out, "You have teenage daughters and there are teenage boys sticking their grubby fingers up them." By saying, "Must be weird." No, not must be weird. I don't like the thought. Oh shit, wait, maybe he'll jump in and tell us. Let me pass him a link. Sorry, just checking something that Amir just passed me. I'm going to pass Rory a link. Is everybody muted or have I dropped?
Just muted.
All right, sorry about that.
You did not drop. I'm searching for some things, but you're watching yourself now.
No, I'm not watching myself. I'm copying the link for Rory. Rory, if you're there, I hope he is. Oh, he might not. It's a bit late.
I think he went out to get some chips for me to snipe.
Antonio, are you checking out the chat?
No, not really. Why? What's going on?
There's just certain. What do you mean? What's going on? You know, there's gonna be people freaking out, and it's like you don't even know. Like, people think that it's enough to know about it. The whole point is that you have to expose these things. No, you have to expose these things. That's why You've Been Exposed channel is one of my favorite.
Yep.
Yeah,
because it's self-titled. You've been exposed, you fucking dimwit.
There's too many sympathizers.
I would probably fly there and really do something. Like, you don't do stuff like that. I don't care what the fuck's going on. You don't involve anybody's kids in any. That's crossing every line, especially something like that.
Sorry, I'm trying to do a couple of things. Dan, what are you referring to in the chat?
Let's see here. What's his face? Snack to the Future is the dude dating Yvette for the past 5 months, and she's living with him.
Yeah.
So he probably wants to join. Well, Pete Shea has some questions for you.
What questions does Pete Shea have?
He wants to know if I didn't want to be his mule, but
You're going to do his impression.
I will look for questions.
He's quite happy that smile on his face that I'm finally bringing it up. I mean, I told him I didn't want to be a mule, and I certainly, let's see here. It's like, well, it's so funny how certain people are just in the chat room and certain people are on the panel. Isn't that,
Yeah.
Why can't you just come on the panel and speak for yourself?
Well, okay.
Chat room like a little fucking bitch.
Well,
why
first
can't
of
you come
all,
on the panel and speak for yourself?
Wait a second. I haven't passed the link to everyone, and I'm not going to, okay? Because there's some people that I don't want in here. So, Pete, I've seen your question. The question is, will you ask Antonio if he thinks Patricia is a paid government agent? Something along those lines.
That was my question. I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah,
I guess I'll just say, I guess I'll just tell everybody now. Like I said, I'll say it later on there.
Is it me or everybody sounds like a robot? Can you do the same thing like yesterday? Log in with your phone.
It's my internet, yeah.
Oh, are you on your phone now?
No, but I'm gonna get on.
Okay, can you get on your phone, because your phone is so much better? And
that's because it has internet.
Oh, right. Damn it. Okay, so the question to me, do I think Patricia is an agent? My answer is, who cares what I think? There's no point putting what you think out there about people. You can put what you know about people out there. You can put what you've witnessed, and you can put what you think about things about which you can only have thoughts, like the shape of the earth, what it might look like if you went up in a high altitude balloon and you could see all of it, things that you can't actually experience. Then you can put your thoughts, because thoughts are the only access you have to that kind of possibility. Okay, but what I think about Patricia, I think she's a despicable person, because she is. I know that she is. I have experienced it. Okay, that's what I think, but it's not so much what I think, it's what I know. Okay, but in terms of what I think, I'm not protecting her by saying this. I wouldn't protect. Why would I protect her? But what's the point of me saying what I think? I don't have proof. I don't have evidence. So me saying, yes, I think she's a paid agent, loads of people would run with that and say, Antonio said she's an agent. They wouldn't say, Antonio said that he thinks. Okay. And if I said, I don't think, then people would run and say, even Antonio said that she isn't. So please mind your questions. Think about your questions. And I'm not targeting this specifically at Pete Shea, but think about the questions. You know, if you said to me, do you have any evidence that she's an agent? My answer is no, I don't. Do I have evidence that she's fucking liar? Yes, I do. I can point one out right now that just about everybody in the chat will know. Okay, Patricia Stay used to say a year ago or before that she and Mark had never met in person, and I started using, like I did in that video that I showed earlier, to say to Nathan and Martin and to other people, Dan Winfield will testify to this. I used to say, hey guys, if you want to see whether or not she's a psychopath, simply ask her, did she and Mark meet? Because she'll cut you off. If she's a normal person, she'll say, yes, we did, but I've been lying, telling people that we didn't, or she would lie and carry on telling people that they didn't. So after I've been proposing that people use this as a fucking kryptonite to her, what happened a month or so later, and I guess people were actually asking in chat. In fact, I saw that people were asking in chat. They own up to having met. So it's like, wait, what about all of those times? And they met at this point in history. Okay, so yes, way back then we met, and at this point we, like, not Mark so much, Patricia. It was always she. I never heard him say I never met Patricia, but I heard Patricia saying Mark and I have never met in person. A lot. She said it a lot, and it's all in her Hangout. It's all back there, her back catalogue. If you want to spend the time going through it, you'll see. Okay, so this is a lie. Lying is not acceptable in the real world, and especially in the fucking flat Earth world. It's not acceptable. Okay, Candy, your mic and your camera is so much better. Yeah, but you're muted.
I do that so much. My internet is cut off at home. I have to pay $180 to get it turned back on. So whoa. I'm not going to have internet no more. Like, I can't. I'm never going to be able to pay that. That's why.
Okay, so wait. You saw what we did with Hillbilly. Hillbilly's right here. I don't know if you want to say.
I started a Patreon, but I didn't push it or anything like that.
No, but this is the thing. You don't have to push it. Okay, just link it under your.
It's on there.
Yeah, in your description. Just what do you have in your description? Just your Patreon?
And my PayPal, and my Facebook, and my Twitter.
Okay, so what I would do is remove the Facebook, remove the Twitter, so people don't get distracted. They can look for you if they want on Facebook. Okay, just have your PayPal and your Patreon, and just say to people in the description, If anybody would like to contribute or to make a donation, please visit my Patreon. That's it. You don't have to go on about it. And you can say, if you enjoyed this hangout, like, subscribe, have a look at my Patreon. And that's it. Just do that. Because otherwise, like you said, you're going to not be able to afford to be on the internet, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was $100, but I called them today and it's like 180 and something.
Yeah.
You have to repay for installation and all that stuff. I'm like, what?
Okay, so listen. When people go and they make donations to your Patreon, before long you'll have enough that you'll be able to pay your internet, and it's done, and it's simple. People can just pay $1 a month or whatever they want, and before you know it, you'll have it, and the internet will be covered by people who appreciate going on your hangouts and sitting, chilling, and watching your hangouts. You know, so it's simple.
I just hate, like, I've always done everything myself my whole life. I've never gotten. I was just talking to Rob about this. I've never gotten help, even from my kid's dad. He's never done anything for them ever. I've done it all myself. I paid all my bills by myself my whole life. So I don't know. It's like weird. I don't like to ask people for things.
Okay, well, I can tell you this. Okay,
it's hard.
I don't know how the internet works in the US, but here in the UK, you have your landline. Your internet comes with your landline, and it doesn't cost that much, and you pay it monthly or however you want to pay it. But here, my phone line and internet costs about £30 a month. So
yeah, it's actually like $50 a month, but that's because I struggle out here. Like, yeah, I'm a paid agent. I wish it's hard out here. So that's like I have to pay.
Wait, Candy, are you telling me that Kesha can't afford her internet bill?
I know, right? Kesha got a new hair color. Yeah, I'll tweet that out. Her and T-Pain holding those blocks. I can't believe he said that. Like,
yeah. So back to let me just go back to what I was saying about A4. A4 is absolutely convinced that Ace McLeod is Tim Osman and that Candy is Kesha. Now,
well, one day he says I'm a NASA paid agent, and the next day he says I'm Kesha, and then it goes back and forth. Like, depends on what he's feeling that day, I guess.
And people will say that you're using the whole in plain sight by having a little troll as your icon. You know, it's like, look, she's actually.
That's why I did it.
Part of what the trolls do is remain anonymous. That's part of what they do. There's not many videos out there of Yvette. Oh, by the way, Vincent, somebody was asking in the chat, I forget who it was, for you to show the video. For you to show the chat in Yvette's.
And I sent those screenshots to your Skype, Vinny. It's death threats, literally.
Death threats. It's frothing at the mouth is what it is.
Ridiculous, though. Like, but we don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? There's crazy people out there.
Dude, if I was worried, I wouldn't have given my address out.
It was not to you. It was to Rob Bizzle.
Yeah. Now, I tell you what, though, Tim Osman, there was a live feed, a live hangout from Russia, in Russian, because it's from Russia and it's for Russian people, and Tim Osman was in there, and he's writing in Russian. Now, either that's actually Tim Osman and he writes Russian, or the Russians have an equivalent to Tim Osman, okay? I don't know which. I wrote a comment to him in English, and he didn't reply to it.
It's because he's probably using Google Translate.
Yeah, no, well, this is the thing. Sergey said that his Russian was a Russian's Russian. It was not Google Translate. And Sergey was comparing what he was writing, or his Russian, with Karen B, because Karen B was also commenting, but she was going through Google Translate. Now, either he has a better translator, so he translates more, or don't know. But the point is, either it's him, and he's even more obsessed with the flat Earth and wants to be even more disruptive than we've experienced him to be, or the Russians have an equivalent. Don't know, okay? But that he's not doing this just as a hobby. I'm very, and just after after I said, who cares what I think, I'm pretty convinced that he's not doing this just as a hobby.
He spends way too much time on it. He puts way too much work into it for it to just be something that he doesn't want to be talked about.
Yeah.
It's every day. It's nonstop. I mean, there's no way a normal person would do that.
And selling cannabis, because what he does for a job is supposedly selling cannabis in a state where cannabis is legal. Okay, so he says, yeah, he sells it to out-of-towners. It's like, why would out-of-towners buy it from some dodgy dude?
Somebody they don't know.
Instead of go and buy it freaking legally. Maybe they have to show their ID. Maybe they have to show
You're
that.
gonna bring it with you.
Say again?
If you're going out of town, you're going to bring it with you. You're not going to go buy something like that from somebody off the street or in a place you don't know.
Don't know. Maybe people from the state next door travel there just to get marijuana. But the point is, why would you buy popcorn marijuana? I know marijuana. Okay, you've got buds, you've got good buds, and then you've got the small buds that come from lower down in the branch. Okay, so and that's called popcorn buds because they're about the size of popcorn. And I've
never heard that before.
Yeah, I've seen him sitting in his car or in a car, looking through and showing different nuggets, and it's freaking popcorn weed. Okay, it's not the best buds. It's shit. So who's gonna go from out of town, from one state to another state, and buy shit weed? Why wouldn't they go from one state to another state and buy shit hot weed? Why would they not do that? You know. So I don't think his income is coming from selling weed. I think he does selling weed just as an extra because he's not going to get prosecuted if he's working for the state, okay? And he pays his bills from the state. That's what I think.
Yeah, but you also got to think too, if he is some sort of mole, then he's going to give us the most eccentric, illegal, make him look legit story. He might not even smoke weed. He might not even take the MDA that he says he takes. He might just be a straight up square and says that that's his excuse to make himself look like a normal person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the color I thought that it was going to be. I'm so happy.
What's going on? Who's so happy?
You see that? She said his accent makes her happy. She told me earlier to call Vinny so she could hear him talk.
Oh, Vinny, he's just gone to the toilet. He's just gone to the toilet.
It's blue hair dye.
Yeah.
He's got like a Viking mixed with South African mixed with Russian.
Yes, he does.
I mean, the other dude sounds South African and British, and he sounds British.
So, I was just looking in the chat. Let me give a shout out to people. Big L, Propaganda Destroyer. Dude, I used to watch Propaganda Destroyer all the time. He made some really good videos about flights and distances between islands that are just inexplicable and stuff. So, Propaganda Destroyer, anybody who's out there, go to his page and sub to him. Twitwit. Oh, there's one of the trolls. Twitwit. This is a person who say again?
Troll.
Yeah, Twitwit is a person who's selling the idea that Tim Osman is gorgeous and lovable and she's in love with him. So, poor lovely guy. He just accidentally goes into places like Globebusters and boots people. That's just something. It's just a little quirk. It's a tick. It's like a mental tick of his. Is it Twitwit? So I don't want you populating my chat. So you're fucking blocked. So fuck off.
I'm about to send you some stuff, Antonio.
Okay. Bye, Twitwit. Okay, let me carry on saying hi. Millennium, Super, Morgan Ellis. I'm just reading names. Everybody's names. Wint, James, Helioskeptic, Agent of Providence. Not seen that one before. Good Day, Happy Campers. Cois44, Richard Clark, Mr. Drobot, Spur Schemo, Jibby Jedi. By the way, Jibby, you have a link in your Skype if you want to join in.
Just so you know, Twitwit was on a hangout with me the other day, and whoever was speaking was definitely female.
Oh yes, it's a woman, unless it's voice modification. Well, I haven't seen her. I don't know. I don't really care. But what she's doing is trolly, you know. So anybody like Yvette is supporting Tim Osman, and Yvette is sitting in the hangout of Blockbusters. I mean, in the chat of Blockbusters with a spanner, while simultaneously supporting Tim Osman, who goes in there and snipes it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sick of all these troll sympathizers.
Yeah, plain truth.
I definitely agree that we have enablers. That's one of the reasons, I felt like when Rex attacked Mrs. Hillbilly, was permitted to do it. May have been an oversight for the day, but that was an enabling. We also got Isa enabling now. I understand Isa's rights to run his hangouts the way he wants, but when people like Jim Panda and Tim Osmond are allowed to make those personal attacks, just like Chris mentioned in his video how doing that, but hey, he's got the right to do hang out the way he wants. But it's an awful shame that he turned his back on the very hangout that he came, made his first appearance on and do that, you know. But hey, it's not about me, and but we do have a definite problem. Enabling is to be part of the problem. I said it, whether you are enabling the government, you know, to be corrupt by participating, even though you're still bitching while you're participating. Participating is the problem. That's what Yvette's doing, participating. If there is an issue at Globebusters, they may not be knowingly participating, but nonetheless, they're still participating by her sporting the wrench, just like Chris said.
Yeah, but instead of sitting there with her wrench, blocking when Debbie Quintana has been going in there with all the abusive names, she's just sat like she's not watching. Or who knows? But the point is that at the same time as she's applauding Tim Osman on some chats, she's sitting in Google Chats while Tim Osman is actually sniping the Hangout, and she's in the chat where Chris Truseeker says, "Yo, you know you've got somebody right here that you could get his phone number from." Stephen Chess comes in. Well, she says, "Oh, wait to abuse your wrench," and Stephen Chess starts attacking Chris Truseeker. Stephen Chess, somebody who just randomly goes around calling guys he's never met a rapist. You know, like, what the fuck are these people doing with wrenches? And I understand why they've got wrenches. The reason they've got wrenches, Stephen Chess is Patricia's pet, and nobody wants to hurt Patricia because she's so fragile and so vulnerable. So that's why he's got a fucking wrench. Yvette, no fucking clue, no idea.
Whenever the first time I ran into Adam, A4, whatever you want to call him, I was actually watching you guys do the sun tracking thing, and I watched it for about 3 or 4 hours. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was the same night that when my GPS coordinates got dropped in my chat, and they threatened me about being at the conference and all. I was about to quit this. I almost gave in to them that night because that was my first time ever running into people like that, and I almost let it break me. I was worried about my kids and everything, you know. And so that after all that happened, and I ended my stream, I went over to your stream, and immediately, like I said that night, if I deal with any more trolls tonight trying to break me down, I'm gonna like be banned from the internet for life because I'm gonna like flip. And so A4 was in there with the wrench, and he was going off on Karen. See, he keeps sending me all these messages like he's this innocent person who doesn't do anything wrong, but he doesn't know that I witnessed all that for 3 or 4 hours. And then I was like, why would Antonio give him a wrench? And why did he say, okay, Adam, I'll see you later? Because me and Chris talked about it, and I didn't even realize you were busy. You weren't paying attention to the chat.
Oh yeah, no, but apart from this, I'd seen him be abusive, and I've seen him be really articulate and explain why he lost his mind and why he lost his temper and why he'd been abusive. And I really wanted to see for myself. So I gave him a spanner. Wow, did I see for myself? I've described this before. It's the same, and this is kind of, well, not the same. When I was in my early 20s, you know, meet people, yeah, you can stay in my flat, okay, and people didn't abuse. But from time to time, I'd see one of my drawing books fucking disappeared. Just small things just gone. And I wouldn't know who it was that had taken it because I was letting semi-fucking strangers stay there, okay? So what A4 did was the equivalent to me saying, yeah, sure, here's my key. And then me coming home and seeing that he's taking a shit on my dining table, on my sofa, on my floor, and in my bed, and in my bath. Why not? It's just taking a shit all over, okay? So there you go. That's as much as, I mean, it's quite extreme, but that told me this guy is fucked up. And I'm trusting, and I like being a trusting person, which is why I fucking trusted Patricia Steer. But this is what happens, okay? So this is fucking A4. I gave him fucking shitloads of chances. I even offered to have hangouts with just him for him to not get attacked. I would even close the chat and everything to hear him out, you know, to let him put his side out because he was always getting blocked. And dude, the reason he gets blocked is he attacks people like Karen B and other people, calling them all kinds of names and all obscene stuff. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You've got a wrench in a hangout in which this person that you're abusing is in the hangout. What the fuck? It's like if somebody now was abusing Dan Dan Winfield or Dan or any of you. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you abusing one of the people that's in the fucking hangout?
Yep.
So anyway, yeah. So that's A4 for you. And he thinks that Ace McLeod is fucking Jason, this dude, this cretin who goes around closing hangouts or sniping.
Look at your Skype.
Pete Shea thinks that Issa knows Joe Rogan personally.
Okay.
He's like freaking out on me in the chat. Like, Darren, why are you laughing at me? I'm laughing because of the shit that you believe, Pete. That's why. I laugh because of the shit that you say and comes out of your mouth. You hear me say it personally instead of just typing it to you? Is that offensive to you, Pete? That I laugh because you said that you think Issa knows Joe Rogan personally. So I'm laughing because of how conspiratarded you've become, Pete. That's why. Did you know that?
Hey.
Now you do.
One second. I want to give a shout out to Katie Boylan. Okay, Pete, go to Facebook. Yes, the CIA will have all your details, but they already have your details. So don't think that avoiding Facebook is going to get you out of the CIA's radar. So join Facebook and go to Katie Boylan, Matt Powell's wife, and ask her for some therapy because she's going to become a conspiracy therapist. You know, giving people a little bit of a reality check. And I thought that's so fucking cool. I was chatting with her yesterday.
Awesome.
Like, yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Me and Dan were talking about this the other day. That some of these people are so conspiratorial that it exhausts me. Everything is some kind of plot and plan. I can't take it. Like sometimes it's not that way. Like you can't look at everything that way. Like golly, it's exhausting.
Oof, I've got so much stuff to look at, but I can't screen share because, well, I could, but it's such a pain in the backside. Yeah, I have your stuff. So let's see. Just Yvette saying that validation boy is test vision. That's one.
Do you want me to screen share something?
Now she's trying to play the good guy.
Yeah, just 1 second, Vincent. Let me gather my wit. This is from. What's going on? This is not from Yvette. Sorry, this is not from. God, I just confused you for Yvette. That has got to be such an insult. Yeah, this is not from Candy. This is from somebody else. Just 1 second. So I'm opening them and reading. Twit, validation boy. Sorry. Yeah. What he's showing is that Yvette is in PMAS chat, being friends with all of these people, and I'm not talking about validation boy. Just what she's saying. She needs to sub Space Lord. And let's see what else. Okay, dude, Kyle, you're overwhelming me. Better if you just tell me what it is, otherwise I have to go in and read every one, but thank you. Candy, will you just read what you passed me, if you can? And then...
which one? Adam or Twit?
Whichever. Hey, Candy, just... just read whichever and tell people who you're reading. And if anybody has... so if we're not going to screen share, because you're on your phone, if we're not going to screen share and people think that this isn't actually true, I did say earlier we should just show it, then maybe you can pass this to Vincent and Vincent can link all of these in the description. I don't know if that's even doable. What do you think, Vincent?
I can do anything you want.
Okay. Or wait, Vincent, Candy, would you pass them to Vincent?
I'm better than Sam right now.
Yeah, cool. And Vincent, would you show some of the video that you have where I was like, basically what was happening was this. I did the hangout with Poncho, Vincent, and Karen, and we did the hangout about sun tracking where we tracked PMAS. Okay. And after this, they were in the chat, spitting venom, and later they were on PMAS chat spitting venom. So I went in there just to say, look, scarabs, I've exposed you, So they were just running around like when you lift a stone in a field and, a flat stone, nice flat stone, lift it up and see what's underneath. That's what happened, okay? Freaking out. So Yvette is freaking out of the fact that I showed her with David Quintana. Well, if she's going to do something that she's going to freak out about later, maybe don't do it in the first place, okay? But she was fucking freaking out. And I want you to show it, Vincent, because Bob hasn't seen this. I don't know if Bob's still watching, but Bob hasn't seen this because we didn't show him this because this happened afterwards. So show Yvette, show what she was like. Let people see.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Vinny, are those pictures blurry that I sent you? Or Antonio, can you see them?
No, yeah, they're good. They're good.
Oh, it looks weird to me. It's all blurry.
Why aren't we talking about flat Earth here, guys? This is not flat Earth, guys. Shut the fuck up, you dumb idiots.
This is
somebody always does that.
okay.
Why are you exposing the trolls? Don't expose me. I'm a little roach in the bottom of the corner. Don't expose me in my little roach pit.
Okay, so it's like this.
Antonio,
Yeah.
just let them feel uncomfortable. Let them feel like I'm embarrassing myself.
Oh,
I love it. I love when people think I'm getting loud.
Okay, Dan.
I love it.
Dan.
I love the silence. I love the silence because then everyone goes, "Oh fuck."
Dan,
silence.
Dan, listen,
I'm a roach. I gotta scatter. I can't stand the silence.
This is perfect for you, Dan. Please, I'm going to go for a pee, okay? Please read the title of this hangout.
That's what I tell everybody. Like,
this title is Flat Earth Infiltrators. Do you notice how all the infiltrators are trying to come in and
infiltrate
plot of the land? I want my plot of the land, guys. Why are you together on your plot of the land? I want to come in and infiltrate your land and then fuck it all up. You stupid idiots. That's what they do. That's what infiltrators do. I swear I'm your friend. Just let me come on your land. Let me come on your land. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to search around and snoop around and become your friend and be all trustworthy. And then when you trust me enough to be on your land alone, what do? You take my treasures and you try to smear it all. And you bury it in different spots so I can't find it. And I'm speaking in metaphors. You can't understand it? Or is your brain not that fucking ready to understand? You can't even understand metaphors? Who are you talking about? If you don't know who we're talking about, you are the person we're talking about.
It's a guilty conscience. They already know.
Well said, Dan.
Look at that. His ass off because he knows. That's the thing. People get all like, this is so funny. I'm just reading the comments and everyone's changing.
Yeah.
They're too.
Dan, you don't have to do anything. They do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Laughing, Vince. How's that feel? How's that truth feel? It probably tickles. It probably feels good up to you. See, the truth, it feels good.
Vibration.
That's why when I see CTS speaking truth for 18 minutes, I haven't jerked off to pornography in 7 months. I might as well jerk off to CTS because that's as close to fucking porn that I get nowadays. You know? It's like these fucking people, these fucking clueless.
They're enablers.
You know, if we weren't doing this right now, we'd be over at Hillbillies, where Hillbilly was offering Globelings to go in and debate flat Earth, or at least discourse, compare world. Okay, that's what we would be doing if it wasn't for this. One of the things that the whole infiltrators do is take over the subject. Okay, and
exactly,
we can either do like others out there who say, I'm not letting them take over the subject, I'm not going to let them distract me. Okay, we can do that, or and like I said earlier, perfectly fucking legitimate thing to do. Or whilst people are taking the break, 1 second, Candy, whilst people are doing that, which is totally legitimate, it's also totally legitimate for people to say, look at those fuckers poisoning the well. Okay, so, and that's the way I see it. I see it like we're saying these fuckers are poisoning the well, and I'd rather stop and say, no, fucking quit it. There's always different people. At the same time, there's somebody building something at the beach, there's somebody building something on the mountain, and this could be a freaking aqueduct. Okay,
and then there's somebody coming to kick it down.
Say again.
Then there's somebody coming along to kick it down when you go get the bucket of water to make the sand hard.
Yeah, so this is how it goes. And so
but I'm just saying, don't freak out, but there's gonna be two of me because I can't see. My phone is like,
okay,
I don't know, but I'm gonna turn this on, but I'm gonna leave my voice on here.
Anything for you, Kesha. Oh,
I'll buy you a car tomorrow.
Okay. Jibby, how you doing? Muted.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we got to get rid of guys like Larry. They're bringing down the flat Earth. I mean, every day this Larry Shilbins.
Wow, who's that?
That's right. It's probably Larry. I blame Larry for everything.
Okay. Who? Larry Siebens?
Larry Shilbins, yep.
All right.
Since we're talking about them, I figured we might as well bring them up.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, totally. You're totally right, GB.
Why is he in the chat?
He was.
All right, okay. So...
Sorry.
I don't know. So, Vincent, will you show the Yvette thing, and then will you show the Nathan Oakley laughing whilst describing describing somebody who's planning to rape someone. Whoa, what's the sound?
Yeah, it's coming back every time, really loud in my ears.
Candy, it's you. So, Candy, if you're not talking, please mute. Yeah, thank you. So, Vincent, will you show Yvette and that thing with Yvette?
Yeah, which one? Because I got so many now.
The one after the PMAS exposure.
Okay, one moment. By the way, I don't hate anybody, but you guys did something to the flat Earth.
Wait. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's okay now, Vincent.
I don't hate anyone or anybody, but you did something to the flat Earth and you tried to infiltrate it. I've seen it all happening together with Chris Two Seeker and a lot of people.
And Poncho Pete.
And Poncho Pete, exactly. And we have been recording more than 2 or 3 months, and you cannot hide anymore. It's over. Just stop it. And Bob, if you're listening, Globebusters, Zeronism, they're infiltrating, and they are. We're not joking. We got it all on tape. Everything. I don't need to say more. It's done. It's over.
Let's just think out recently. Gav, Chris, Cathexis, Brian Mullen. I bet you Brian Mullen didn't drop out just because he was getting messages. I bet you he and I'm not saying he's dropped out permanently. I bet you he dropped out because of some of the drama shit. And I don't know if you guys know this. Well, I know this from both kind of camps, okay? In the Patricia Steer camp, the people that hang out offline with that, it's all talking about other people, and that's it. Talking about other people. You know those 3 types of mentalities, like the lowest, the middle, and the highest. So the lowest thinks about, discusses people. The second discusses events. And the third, the highest and most elevated mind, discusses ideas. Okay. In that, it's only people that get discussed. Okay. And I know because I used to be there. Okay. So this is what happens, and they spin wider and they pull people into the net and they pull people into the net. And that's all they do. And it's drama. And they say they police each other as well, by the way. If Martin Litka was here, he'd tell you they police each other. They don't, I'm not listening to such a body, are you? So the other person, no. And then the other person stops listening, or at least stops commenting. Okay. So this is what they do. They pull people in and then they separate them from everybody else. Okay. So this is what's happening. Now, I know of other people that I won't mention that have contacted me and said, what the fuck? Okay. And these are big flat earthers. Okay. That I'm not going to mention because it's not fair. Okay. People have had direct communication with some of these people, not the trolls and not Bob or Jaren, okay? They've had direct communication and have turned and said, what the fuck? This is what they've said to me, or this is what this person said to me, or this is what that person said whilst they've been in that circle, you know? One of the people that I was really hoping would stay with us was Persian Scribe. So I don't know how to put this. If you're policing people who are on your side, you're a fascist, okay? And the way the world is supposed to work is everybody is on your side until they show that they're not. That's how we should all assume life. That's how life is when there's a disaster. When there's a disaster, I just recently shared a video from Dorje Daka of a bunch of people ripping a car open to get babies out, okay, in a flood, okay? These people didn't check each other's credentials. They didn't check each other's background, who they vote for. You know, do you think the world is flat or a globe? No, everybody was working together, okay, to do something. This is how we're supposed to function. We're supposed to function like a huge social animal, which is what we are, until we find somebody that's disturbing to us, okay, that causes friction, that causes discord. That's why I didn't like that program, that thing, Discord. It's fucking called Discord. What do you think it's going to do? So we're supposed to alienate those people, and that's what used to happen, okay? We don't alienate them by being abusive to them or anything. We just don't deal with them. But eventually it gets to the point where we say, dude, you need to fuck off, okay? And that's what we're doing now. So when there's somebody in the tribe that's a twat, you have to say, you're a fucking twat. I've seen you spitting in that guy's food. I've seen you tip that guy's toy over, or that throw that kid out, just whatever it is. And that's what we're doing. We're pointing this out so that these fuckers will fuck off. And that's all we're doing. So people who are out there in the chat, distracting, trying to pull other things in, pay fucking attention. We're trying to bring you attention to something. We're trying to bring attention to how people are and what they do and how they pull people aside and how they distract and pull to the side and broach different subjects or try to confuse, okay? And I'm trying to keep it focused, and we are all keeping it focused. So we're going to go to Yvette and show Yvette and what she was doing. So Vincent, whenever you're ready. And then we're going to show Nathan Oakley and what he was doing.
You know, sometimes there's personality conflicts too and personal personal beefs, and that doesn't make somebody a shill either.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make
That
a
happens
shill.
a lot.
Yeah. Will you read it, Vincent?
Can you see this?
Yeah, well, can you read it? Can you highlight it and read it?
I cannot highlight it.
Oh, okay, I can.
She says,
of course.
Meth is yummy. It goes on and on. With what do you want me to show? I got more than 60 recordings.
Oh, okay, Vincent, the one that they did when we did the.
Oh, you need to be in a coffin.
Huh?
She told Antonio needs to be in a coffin.
Yeah, the one where the hangout that they had when I exposed PMARS, who, by the way, is a bully who's been abusive to people. He's a bully, okay, basically, and he hangs out with bullies. And the reason that that he issued a copyright strike or whoever it was for bullying. He said that I was bullying. Okay, so so this is what
I got all that stuff too.
Yeah. So, do you want to
see what it said?
Yeah. Will you read it?
Please dox me, please, guys. I've been dying to use this 12 gauge. Let's see.
And by the way, this is not about doxing, but I'm sick of all the lies. Get out of there. And Globusters, if you're listening, just send me one message on Skype and I'm out of here. Just let me know.
Candy, do you want to read?
Yeah, I'm trying to find another one that's like I screenshotted the whole entire conversation. So yeah, see, Jibby stuck up for you. He said Antonio gave his home address during the sun tracking videos. Doesn't sound like he cares to hide. But there's more than her in here threatening people because you and somebody were talking about killing each other too. This is crazy.
You guys are very depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie McGill left. She was.
Oh yeah, here's another thing, people, in case you didn't know. So Barbie McGill suffers from depression. Okay, and she mentioned this.
Who was she talking to before she left?
Say again.
So who are the two people she was talking to before she left? I know. I don't.
Nathan Oakley.
I don't know about that. Could be, but I noticed it was GED and Arwen yelling at her at the same time.
Oh right. Okay. Arwen, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, that was an ugly hangout. I saw that one. They were giving her a lot of grief because Jed was a little hostile and they were kind of leaning on her, and that was not.
Wow.
And then Jibby, she left right after that, right?
Not too long after, yeah.
Yeah. See how I notice all these things, everyone?
Yeah.
I'm always watching with my falcon eyes.
So a while ago, Falcon, Nathan Oakley addresses Barbie McGill in a chat saying, oh, depressed are you? Well, next time, why don't you try self-harm? I've heard that work. And later on, actually, why not try suicide? Now, is that the kind of thing that you would say to somebody who's just pointed out that they've been not really engaging with the world very much because they've been depressed? Does that sound like a normal thing to say? Is that tough love? Is that what it is? Or is that what a fucked up, nasty person would say to somebody who's just actually volunteered that they suffer from depression? Would you say, hey, why don't you kill yourself then? So this is Nathan Oakley.
That'll make somebody do it.
Some people, but the point is, you can't guarantee that would not. This is the thing. You can't, if you say something like this to someone, you can't guarantee that they're going to not commit suicide out of it. How would you fucking guarantee that? You have no way of guaranteeing it, that's for sure. So why say it? Why do that? It's done for a little thrill. Look at what I just said to her. And this is Nathan Oakley. So this is why I pointed out that Nathan Oakley has a little bit of a problem with women who are a little bit more capable than him. He doesn't like it, Part of the reason, I hope people don't mind this, part of the reason that I love having Karen is that I know that she's like, I'm here. If you want to think of intelligence like a stacking up thing, I'm here and Karen's like there, and Zach's like there too. And that's why I like hanging with these guys, because I freaking learn from it. Nathan likes to hang with slightly lower down, that's what Nathan likes to do. Anyway, Vincent, will you share the video where she's saying,
you know why people like that do that? Because they need to feel better about themselves, so they don't want somebody around them that's higher than them.
Yeah.
When some people just get off on creating mischief.
Yeah, they do.
Well, the first thing I gotta say, this is not about drama. I want this, like Chris Two Seeker, I want this to stop. So please, sorry for my language, just fuck off and stop the lies. And
Vincent, we're doing something right now to try to help. Rob, please mute you. Thank you. We're doing something now that will at least bring attention to some people who will not have known that any of this was going on. So at least those people now know, and people who watch this afterwards at some point in the future will know what happened and what we were pointing out. We're pointing this out. Let's just make it very clear. There are people in the flat earth who either call themselves flat earthers or don't. Some of these people associate with each other and pretend to have falling drinks out so they can take this falling out into a live chat. Whilst they have the falling out in the live chat, moderators of that live chat will side with one or the other, okay? And when they've sided with, that's what they're going to do. They're going to calm it down. They're going to say, guys, don't stop distracting, whatever. They're going to side with one or the other. When they've sided with one and they've banned the other, then the one has got a friend in that mod. And eventually that one becomes a mod themselves. And later when they're a mod, they can cause extra shit, like banning other people that they just don't like for whatever reason, or causing problems between the other mods. Yeah. So this is Stephen Chess and Yvette specifically. Stephen Chess and Yvette do this, and they've done it today on Globebusters. Actually, yesterday, now that we've gone over to the next day here in the UK. They've done this on Globebusters today on Globebusters. Gaff left last week before last. Cathexis left, and now Chris Truthseeker has left. It's like, why have
and excuse me, but those names that you just mentioned, let's just ask ourselves, how much have they contributed to this community, to the growth of our brothers and sisters? How much? No, I'm talking about the other people, like Chris Truthseeker.
Chris has devoted himself a lot.
I'm talking about the people he just mentioned, the ones that have left recently. Gav, Flat Earth After Party.
Yeah, Flat
Chris
Earth After
Truthseeker.
So Gav ran Flat Earth After Party, which was on after Globebusters. It was a really cool hangout. Okay, half the time the guys from Globebusters would come in. So he left, came back. Discord, Yvette got fucked him up. One sec. Caused problems between Gav and Chris, who've been friends for ages. Okay. And Gav left. Then caused problems with Chris, and Chris has left. So also Brian Mullen, although I can't associate him with this, I can't say that it's got nothing to do with this, okay? I'm pretty sure that if it has something to do with this, he wouldn't say, I'm leaving because of the drama. He would say, I'm just taking a break, guys, okay? That's what I think.
That's right.
Right. So, and Cathexis, okay? So these guys have left, and the guys who have not left, what are they contributing? So what's Yvette contributing, or what's Stephen Chess contributing? So we have these guys who contributed a shitload, and
they're not contributing anything. Everyone knows that. So when I hold on, just got one little thing. When I joined Discord group, when I first joined Discord, I made my own little group, the League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers. And Candy, I just invited you to that today, so make sure you join that. And when I joined the Flat Earth Ranch, which was Gav's group, wouldn't you know it, I joined and I was listening to everyone. Caveman Tony, who doesn't talk to me anymore. That's besides the point. But wouldn't you know, I got kicked out. I got banned from Gav's, not only from the free channel, but I got banned from Discord, Flat Earth Ranch. Wouldn't you know who was behind it? It was Yvette again. What do you know? It's like, dude. Oh, and they just cause these little fucking. It's so obvious. I've been fucking. Vince, were you there? Were you there for that, Vince?
No, but I've seen enough. I saw a lot of things happening, and if people are still close their eyes and they are still not getting it, I'm sorry. You're just being well indoctrinated or so stupid. Sorry, but then I saw it all. I was at that moment I was laughing at it, but if you don't see it, oh man, there's something wrong.
See, before any of these things happen, these people make it personal. They become close. They are sweet. They are kind. They say nice things. They get in close. You consider them your friends before things happen. That's the point. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
That's what they do. This is what they do. So what they do is this. They'll stalk for a while and they'll work you out, okay? So they'll work out, if you have a passion for art, oh, I love art. If you have a passion for food, oh, I had this lovely meal. And if you were bullied as a kid, oh, somebody says something that made me feel just like when I was bullied as a kid. Whatever it is to create this bond between you that you perceive as a bond, okay? And everybody likes making friends. So it's like, oh, dude, I think I might be making a friend, and you make friends. And then it turns out that you've been hoodwinked into this friendship, that you've been pulled into a friendship by somebody who's playing a character. They're playing a role. They're fucking with you. And in other chats, if you've done what Vincent's done and other flat earthers, they go and they watch what's going on in other chats. And they see these guys, the YouTubes of the world, pretending to be good guys in one chat and then playing agreeing with the other guys, sharing links and shit. We've had Snack to the Future asking to be invited into this hangout, okay? This one that's on right now, he's been asking to join, okay? Now, what are the chances that we'd pass him the link and we'd get sniped? Now, is that a possibility? Do we risk it? Do we pass him the link and then get sniped and then start?
Honestly, Antonio, I think it's much. I don't think. I mean, we can talk about that and whatever. That's fine, and we can discuss and speculate and everything. But the point is, when you're speaking of manipulators and a crew of manipulators, why would you then want one of those manipulators to come in and manipulate? That's what they do.
So that's what Snack is saying. So Snack's playing the sympathy card. Let's remember, Snack to the Future is Yvette's boyfriend. Okay. Do you think that he wants us to have peace of mind by getting it straight regarding him? Do you think he's more concerned with us misunderstanding him so that he can get his side of the story and we'll have some peace of mind? Or do you think that he would rather have his girlfriend's peace of mind? So do you think that she might be saying, get fucking in there, bitch. Get in there and get me that fucking link. What do you think is more likely to be happening, guys?
What do you think?
Spot on.
The link.
Antonio, guess who's been nice to me, really nice to me these past couple of weeks? Almost a whole month.
Who?
Yvette. Derpy. It's so hard to figure this stuff out, guys.
You're gonna get
She's been
infiltrated.
really nice to me too.
You're gonna get
Listen,
infiltrated.
honestly, there's things that I've seen that I just don't even want to talk about because I still have this hesitation because Yvette was so kind to me. But that doesn't negate the things that I've seen. Not in a single bit. The things that I've heard myself, not from other people, myself. Because just like Dan said, some of us who care about these people, who consider these people our family, we go out and we watch and we think and we look and we analyze and we are there to protect the people that we care about.
Yes,
that is what
and I care about a lot of people, and they fucked me for months. So now I'm gonna fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you use a condom.
I just want to point something out. You have Pete Shea there and YouTube, who are both pushing the line that what we're doing is right now distracting from more pertinent truths, like how 9/11 had no victims whatsoever. Okay.
YouTube? Seriously? That's all.
So do you think that these people acting this way is not taking from it as well?
Yeah, but wait. Okay.
It needs to stop.
This is called distraction. We're talking about something here, okay? You want to talk about 9/11 having no victims whatsoever, despite the very known fact that the rescue workers have been dying, so they died as a result of 9/11. If you want to pretend that none of that is true, that the asbestos didn't exist, it didn't get into anyone's lungs, it didn't fuck anything up, then so be it. But don't do it in my chat, Pete, okay?
And this is the thing, guys.
Anymore.
But I got one thing to say about that. If you are 100% sure about that, please make a video and show all the people.
Whoa, Vincent, you've muted yourself. I don't know if you know. Oh, problem.
Yes, I got him.
See, and while he's coming back, and he'll be back. The thing is, the people that are in the chat, because I've been watching it all night, and the thing, and you're sitting there and talking about this is just a distraction. This is distracting from the whole thing. Blah 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 blah. No. What we're talking about has been distracting from this whole thing constantly.
Yes. So what we're talking about is people who do anything to distract. Like, for instance, okay, I missed the whole of the rest of fucking Globebusters. All of it. I missed it. And I'll bet you half the people in there couldn't now repeat half of what was said because you get pulled to the side by the fucking chat and the shit going on there. Okay? That's not what Globebusters are there for. They're not there so that they can fill in a bit of background noise. They're not there to be background noise. They're there to be paid attention to. The stuff they're saying is important stuff. It's worth paying attention to. Even if you don't agree with it, pay attention. Suspend your fucking not your critical thinking. Suspend your inner dialogue, okay? Absorb it. Analyze it. When you analyze it, you use your inner dialogue. You can't analyze it otherwise, okay? You analyze it with your fucking conscious mind, which is your inner dialogue, okay? And then come to a conclusion. But getting sidetracked continuously, and this is what some people are doing in the chat right now, okay? Keep it on topic, guys, okay? If any of you know of other trolls or other freaking twats out there, point them out. Point them out in the chat and we'll discuss it. Vincent, are you there?
Yeah, see, and this is the thing. I didn't really get to. There was, I was in a gas station getting something, but
Yes, I'm here.
I didn't really get to finish what I was saying. Okay, go ahead, Ben. Well, let me just say this, because the people that this is a distraction from what's really important. Blah 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 blah. This is not okay. What we're discussing right now is something that is destroying people's lives in a manner of speaking. Because when some of these people get into this movement and this awakening, and then they become attached to it because they care about the people that are in it and waking up their brothers and sisters, this becomes their life, or part of their life, actually a foundational part of their life. So these people come in and ruin these people's life. They make others that could be putting out excellent video footage run away. They make others that are watching from the sidelines that could produce excellent footage and excellent videos about things decide, fuck this. I don't want to deal with any of this that I'm seeing here. They turn friends against each other. They pass links so that things get sniped. It's an overwhelming issue right now, and that's why this is a last resort type hangout. It's not like these people that are in this hangout or talk about this kind of shit constantly or at all. We don't say none of these people are startup hangouts and let's go troll bashing. Let's talk shit about all these people. Who does that? None of us do that. This is a last resort because we've had fucking enough.
So right now I'm let's see.
People who are talking about this is drama. No, this is not drama. The drama that happened is, of course, is because
Vince,
people.
What do you call drama exposing drama?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Some people say this is drama. It's not drama. It's
so what do you call it?
It's not even.
Look.
Diagnosing problems,
Yeah,
and then
so,
bring in the exterminators.
Yeah, what Vincent is saying is, okay, so you've got drama as in theatre, okay? And then you have drama as in, not quite tragedies, but you've got comedy and drama and tragedy, okay? The Greeks had the tragicomedia, the tragic comedy. They would blend the two, and between the two, there's the drama that builds the two, right? So that's what we have in the world. That's how we deal with situations. They're either comedy situations, drama, doesn't have to be extreme, or tragedies, okay? What we're doing now is we're discussing shit that's going on in the world. If people think that this is theatre and they're referring to this drama as theatre, then they can fuck off, because this is not theatre. We're actually discussing stuff that's going on in the real world that went on Globebusters. That's been going on for 2 years, actually. Jonathan Vincent, I passed you a link, mate. I have a message. Okay, thank God you're moving, Candy, otherwise I thought I'd drop. So I have a message from Chris Trueseeker. I made it abundantly clear I'm genuinely very sorry to let you and literally everyone else down, but I am gone now until there is a clear and obvious action taken in what I said in my last video. Yes, last video. Please encourage people to watch it, or you stream it. I don't think he's watching this. I will make it CC so people can download it or mirror it. I will not be opening YouTube. I will not be opening Skype. You have my number. Please contact me if they do take action. Otherwise, I'm done, mate. Sorry again. Peace. I mean, if I am not, I mean it. I will not be contactable due to me staying away from all platforms. Please read this message out if you like. Please read it at least twice. Sorry again. I am done. You can contact me if action is taken via this cell number. So I'm going to read it again because he asked me to read it twice.
Yeah, do it.
Well, yeah. And later on, I'd like to end and I'd play his video over again.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, Rob, but we played it right at the beginning. But
I watched it live, my brother.
I will.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to stream it on my channel 10,000 times. Yeah. Just give me a copyright strike, please.
Okay, let me read this. Vincent, whilst I'm reading this, will you cue up Nathan Oakley being a psychopath while describing psychopath?
Listen. I didn't know you, Chris. Wait, I've heard him before. In my opinion. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to. Y'all were talking before you changed the subject, but these people are complaining that we're talking about drama. This is I wanted to cry looking at Chris in that video. Like, it broke my heart, literally, because Chris is somebody who would drop everything that he's doing to help a stranger. He didn't know me when I started this, and anytime I need, hey, do you need help? Hey, I'll help you. Just a stranger. And he does that to everybody. So for him to have to deal with people talking to him like that, bashing, I've seen it myself every day. I am the one timing these people out and deleting their comments, and they're blaming Chris and putting all these big statements about Chris, and it's bullshit. Chris has feelings too, as do the rest of us. And it's not right. You don't treat anybody like that. But for me to see Chris get treated like that, it pissed me off so bad. You know me, I'm like, no, fuck the drama. I don't want a part of it. But that is like, when you mess with people that I care about like that, and you affect them in a way that is like breaking them like that, to where Chris said, I'm throwing up my fucking hands. Enough is a fucking enough. And that's how I feel. Like, I am so fucking sick of it. It is bullshit. Beyond bullshit. If we don't stop and either stand up and fight this shit, it's never going to stop. It's going to keep getting worse. There's going to be more little assholes that convert themselves into their gang, and it's never going to stop. It's going to keep getting worse. And if we just keep, like I kept saying, just ignore it. Maybe that'll work. But there's too many of us. Nobody's on the same page with that. That's not even an option. So if we don't stand up and try to do something about it, then we're the weak ass bitches who are laying down and getting ass beaten. And you know what? I raise my kids. If somebody hits you at school and you don't fight back, when you get home, they will whip your ass, and then they're going to take you to their house and make you whip their ass. You don't lay down and let anybody beat your ass. You fight for yourself. And that's what we have to do as a community. And I don't care who's mad about it. I was mad all this time, but this is overboard. Like, it's getting ridiculous. It's every fucking chat room I walk in or go into, it's wrench this, wrench that, Chris this, Antonio that. It's fucking give it a rest. We're not here to talk about people or anybody's personality, their personal life. What the fuck happened in their house last night? That's not even fucking anything that anybody should be concerned with, unless you know them personally, and then you have no business talking about anything about them. We're here to discover the truth about where we come from and anything else along that path that we run into. Sometimes we goof fucking off. Sometimes we drink, get high, party, on panel. We're fucking people. Get over it. If you don't like what we're talking about, get the fuck out of here. Simple as that.
Well said. Vincent, please cue the video with Nathan Oakley being a psychopath. Rob, did you want to add something before I read Chris's message a second time?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I have seen Chris. I've seen him for who he is. I've had private conversations with him to where I was just saying it was emotional. Like I can, I'm not trying to toot my horn, and I can tell when people are lying or when they're being real. And of course, people can fool me. People can fool everyone and stuff. But I feel like I have enough time that I have spent talking with him and seeing his true intent and the work, the time that he puts into making sure other people's stuff runs smoothly. He doesn't get any, sometimes people give him credit. I'm not going to say he doesn't get any credit, but like, it's not like, oh yeah, freaking Chris Tucci. Like, no one barely ever says nothing, and he fucking puts hours and hours and hours of his fucking time into this shit. Just like Vince. Like, these guys are like, and they're not, what do you think they're here for? What do you think they're getting out of this?
Chris was full time.
Think about it. There's nothing they get out of it. Maybe but the pleasure of being able to help people they consider their family. That's it. What else? They're not getting anything else out of it.
That's it. Let me read this again on the back of what you just said. I made it abundantly clear. I am genuinely very sorry to let you and literally everyone else down, but I am gone now until there is a clear and obvious action taken in what I said in my last video. Let me add this. I'm going to editorialize right now. He's not saying people should do what I say. He's saying I can't be arsed with any of this shit unless it changes. If it doesn't change, I can't be fucking doing with it. Because you've got trolls and you've got infiltrators, and you've had them pointed out, and you still have trolls and infiltrators. You still entertain them. You still play nice with them, okay?
Because he puts his heart and his passion into it, and then he sees someone like fucking the little chess player freak sitting there with a French. Like that. Dude, it's not like, I'm jealous. Oh, he's got one too. No. Like, he actually puts his heart and soul and passion into helping these people, and then it's like a slap in the face to him. You don't like these other people aren't doing anything to help.
No, they do nothing. Only distract.
Let me finish. Let me finish this. I said I'd read it twice. Sorry, guys. Please encourage people to watch it, or you stream it. I will make it available so people can download it or mirror it. I will not be opening YouTube. I will not be opening Skype. You have my number. Please contact me if they do take action. Otherwise, I'm gone, mate. Sorry again. Peace. I mean it. I will not be contactable due to me staying away from all platforms. Please read this message. Please read this message out if you like. Please read it at least twice. Sorry again. I'm done. You can contact me if this action is taken via this cell number. Yeah. So I've read it twice now, and people have said, Candy said you nearly dropped. I nearly dropped, okay? When Patricia fucked off, and along with her went a whole bunch of people that I actually considered friends, foolishly, okay? Now, as these people just never contacted me again, or when I said, hey, how you doing? Silence. You feel a bit down. But other people who've been there in the background, like Dan Winfield and ADR, actually, and other people, like, dude, I feel you. Dude, I see what's been done. And all of these other people. And I've had people say to me, dude, I've been invited on Patricia's hangout. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, fucking enjoy it. You might really enjoy it. Okay. Because I wouldn't fucking police people. I wouldn't say, well, if you're going on her hangout, then don't bother talking to me, because that's not how I am. Okay. But I hope that they will go to the hangout, have fun, and notice shit. And some people that have been on hangouts with her have noticed shit. Okay?
Yeah. And check this out. If you had this NASA, as if it was not even a shill or an agent troll or a on the slide type motherfucker, if this was just a straight up, I work for NASA, I have 3 astrophysicists here, and I'm ready to belittle you like a piece of crap that you are, come on my show, I'm going to make fun of you the whole time, I would go. So it doesn't matter who the person is. If you have some truth and you have a way to explain a portion or an aspect of this that can help people understand or anything like that, this doesn't matter what panels you go on, which is why Antonio is not going to say, why don't go on there? Why would you not go on there? Like, it's not, that's the difference. If you, from one side, it's personal, it's ad hominem. From the other side, it's look at reality, look what's going on, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I made a joke because when he
whoa. Let me mute one of your mics because you got both.
Oh, that's shoot. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I made a joke the other day when I said I was coming on your panel when you were streaming the other night, and I ended up going on Rand's panel. He sent me an invite like right after I said I was coming, and Patricia was on there. I said I feel like a kid whose parents got divorced, and I had to choose between. I was just joking. I didn't know that things were that bad. Like, I didn't know things were like that complicated. I was joking, but like I didn't realize it was that deep.
Well, this is how it is, and I would be the parent that would say, hey, you go wherever you fancy going. I know that it doesn't mean you love me any less.
Yeah,
but I have to
Patricia and Antonio, they're not making anybody choose. And some other flat earthers that we lost, you guys probably don't remember Wade. He was our friend Wade on the Flat Earth Mania channel. He left because of all the shaming. Stefan Bibbo, no longer around.
Yeah.
And the Scarecrow, he can't stand all the drama either. And he went from the live chats to the offline chats to now he barely pops on, says hello every now and then. But we're losing a lot of good people because of the drama. And Antonio and I talked about this a couple months ago with the Jeff Stewart stuff. Like, should we even give it attention? And I said, if we ignore it, they don't go away. They just get stronger and stronger and more numbers. But if we concentrate our submarines and we fire our torpedoes in a concerted effort, we'll blow them up.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do sometimes. They're like mosquitoes, and now it's time to spray.
And where's Jeff Stewart now, JP?
Yeah, where is he? Well, I hope he's doing something a lot more constructive than he was.
But Antonio, I have to apologize to you because I kind of sided with Patricia about it because I mean, maybe it's just because it was a woman and I didn't know the whole story. You know what? When the person, I'm not going to say who told me, but the person that told me will tell you the thing I said. I don't want to hear about it. That's their personal life and it has nothing to do with me. I don't even want to know the story. And I didn't even let him continue.
That's okay.
I didn't want to hear it.
That's okay. You know know, this is the thing. I'll just give a little bit of background for people. Patricia told me she was in dire straits, and I said to her, if you're in dire straits, she said, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this much longer. I think I'm going to have to try and get a job because I'm running out of funds. Okay, that's what she told me. She was running out of funds. She might not be able to carry on. She was teary, which is another fucking psychopath thing that can just turn it on like this. So I said to her, look, if it's getting to this dire, why don't you go and move in with your sister? Oh, I can't do that. Why don't you go and move in with your brother? That's what I said first, okay? No, for whatever reason, she gave me reasons, right? Later on, she reiterated the reasons, and they weren't actually reasons. One of them was her sister's house is too dirty for her. She doesn't feel like she can sit down, okay? And then she comes here, it's like, dude, this isn't a fucking minimalist place. Anyway, so I said to her, well, before you run out of funds, if you're going to be actually in dire straits, then spend your funds moving yourself and your cat here. Your cat, sorry, here. And at least you don't have to. You can continue because I'll feed you. I have a roof over my head and I can feed you, okay? That's what happened. Then this kind of built up, and because she's a woman and because she's used to womanly wiles, okay? That's what happened. But very quickly, we're fucking engaged on, and this is what I said, because you won't be able to just come here and stay, we'll get married. It's fucking a green card. It's a marriage of convenience, whatever it's called, yeah? And yeah, it's kind of illegal, but fuck it, I'd already known her for more than 6 months. So I said, we'll get married, and this became, we were engaged, and this became public on Facebook, and this fucking became public everywhere, okay? And I didn't want it to be fucking public so people would think all kinds of shit, because then it would make it into us. And they say, what the fuck is this? This really has fuck all to do with anything. Like, Brian Mullen hasn't gone around going on about his wife. No, that's got fuck all to do with fucking flat earth, okay? Mm-hmm. So very quickly it became this. So what do? When you're in that situation, you say, oi, take that off Facebook, stop telling people. No, you don't do that. You kind of, okay, what you're going to do? You're going to be a fucking dragon, okay? So you're going to be stressed because she's going to be moving. So, and this is what happened, okay? This bullshit just escalated. What turned out to be an offer of help became something that fucking absorbed my life, made me fucking sick, disrupted my children because my children were freaked out by Patricia. The first time they fucking saw her, I'm going to tell this again because it's so fucking telling. I'm coming up the stairs. They've gone up the stairs ahead of me. I'm closing up. My oldest is first, my second, so 14, 10. They've gone up the stairs. They know that they're meeting her. They've seen her. They said to her, hello to her on Skype, okay, beforehand. They're going up, and as they get to the top, I hear my oldest saying hello, like this, and I hear, because it's not so big a place, I hear no hello back, right? And as I'm coming up, I'm thinking, oh shit, that's not how I wanted the first meeting to go, because now my oldest is going to be feeling a bit awkward, because she's a bit shy, she's 14, you know, she's not the most rambunctious, confident person in the world, and she's going to feel a bit, because she's not heard her. Maybe she's drying her hair, but I couldn't hear the hairdryer. Don't know. Anyway, so as I come up, I hear Patricia, oh, hello, like this, and move towards them. When Patricia fucked off, because they didn't tell me this until she left, what actually happened was this. I assumed Patricia was in the bedroom and Alicia just shouted out loud, hello, like this, right? Although it wasn't that kind of hello, it was hello, like this. That was the hello, okay? Silence. I come up the stairs. Oh, hello, from Patricia. What happened in the real world was this. My girls come up, Patricia is stood there in front of them at the door, okay? Alicia says, hello, like this, and Patricia looks at her. And my youngest just looks, doesn't do anything until she hears me just about at the top of the stairs. Then she moves. They said it was like she wasn't even human, okay? She just stood there, no expression, nothing. And then just before I arrive to the top of the stairs, she kicks in and goes, oh, hello. And she's walking towards them all lovely and welcoming, okay? That's what fucking happened in the real fucking world. So when I tell people she's fucking weird, she is. She's weird. Mark knows this. Mark knows she's fucking weird because he's met her, okay? The woman that Patricia went for a meal, for a coffee, afternoon tea, I think, with somebody that she met in Houston. This person turned around and made videos about her being fucking weird as fuck, that woman, okay? So when people meet her at the conference, they will see. And I can't fucking wait. I can't wait till people meet her, see her interacting with people, because I'll fucking see.
Well, it's not that, Anthony. It's when they want to, if people want to lie to themselves, they have a bias and they've developed emotions and they've developed attachments and they don't want, because then it's pride. You have to admit that you were fooled. You have to admit that you were wrong, that this person that you developed an attachment for is not this person that you developed it. But I mean, all that set aside, to hear some of the specific stories, unless they are completely made up, like turning your alarm off. I'll never forget that fucking story, dude. I have children. Like that, I'll never forget that. And it's not because I even paid all this attention to you, or I was hanging off every word. No, that story, I was shocked. I couldn't believe what I heard.
I couldn't believe it. So I wake up to the house phone ringing, and first I was having a fucking fever. Okay, so I was in a fever, but I wake up to the phone ringing. I'm late. My daughter's, it's the school. I'm already 20 minutes late. Okay, they've been waiting. She's been waiting for 20 minutes. I didn't turn up. They've waited 5, they've waited 10, they've waited 15, and now they've called. What the fuck? I'm already 15 minutes late and I'm not even dressed. So I get dressed. I'm driving to the school with a fucking fever, and I'm working and going through, how the fuck did this happen? How did this happen? How did it? And I can't get it. I don't understand. Okay, I'm not getting it. I've got in my mind, I'm thinking, did I call my ex, tell her, is this what happened? Did I call my ex and tell her I had a fever and asked her to collect her? Or did I think that I did that and then in my fever switched off my alarm thinking that I'd done that? But wait, I've got this memory of the real world of Patricia over here in my perspective as I'm lying down with my phone like this, with my phone just like this. Now, my phone had been going off and I've been setting it on snooze, okay? Because I had it set up to go, I have to leave. I have it set up for 2:45 because that's when I put my paints down when I'm painting, right? But I had it set to 2 so I could be a bit more compos mentis and have a shower because I had a fever and shit, okay? So I'd set it to 2. I'd gone to bed at 12 midday and I set it for 2 p.m, okay? So it had been going off and I'd been switching snooze, okay? Then I see Patricia and I'm thinking, when this happened and I'm, fucking shattered and in a fever, I'm thinking stupidly, I don't talk to her. I just semi-conscious. I see her and I just quickly think, I see. She's switching off my 2 o'clock alarm because she can see that I'm too exhausted, and she switched it off so that she can wake me up when my 3:15, my 2:45 alarm goes. She's just letting me have that extra hour and a half, the extra hour and 45. That's what I think. And I drop off to sleep. And next thing I get woken up by the house phone and it's the school. No, she wasn't switching off the alarm to let me have a bit more rest. She was reading and she saw that one of the alarms says, collect the girls, kiss, and she just switched it off and put the phone down and fucked off. Okay, so when she's gone, this is when she's living here, when she's gone, then my daughter started telling me stuff, including how they first met her, how sometimes in the fucking car I'd get out, do some shopping, and they're in the car and she would do this. She'd be sitting there and and this is, both of them said this to me, she would turn like this, like she was going to say something to them, and then like she'd change their mind, just turn back round, not acknowledge it, just anyway. I want November to arrive. And I don't want this to be about Patricia, because she's broken. These people, I don't think they're so broken. I think these people are doing things on purpose more.
That's right.
So I don't know where Vincent's gone. I hope he comes back. Let me see if it's a message in Skype. I've got messages. I've got all kinds of messages in Skype of Nathan in PMARS and all kinds of stuff. But I wanted Vincent to play Nathan's video, which is only a short video. Vincent, if you can hear, jump back in, man. Oh, actually, tell you what, give him a quick call. So this is the thing. This is the real world. And in the real world, there are human beings. And some of these human beings are really fucked up people and are broken. And they can't help being broken. And some human beings aren't broken in the same way. They're just kind of bad. I happen to think that Patricia's just broken, okay? But some of these other people like Yvette and Stephen Chess, I think Stephen Chess is broken too. But Yvette, I don't think she's so broken. I think she's just bad. So...
Well, again, we're regardless, I think, again, we should try to stay away from our opinions and our emotions and our speculation as much as possible, because there is enough that is just solid action right in front of your face that only need to be pointed out to hit the point home. I think you've done that somewhat. It's just, and I mean, Chris really hits it on the head.
Yes, he does.
He really does. And again, I don't know how to say this. If you think about the people that they've talked about tonight or this morning, whatever, that have left because of these situations that have been caused by these specific people.
Sorry about that. I was about to mute myself. Sorry, let me mute myself and you continue.
But these people that have left, all of them, I know to somewhat of a degree. I know each one of them have a kind heart and that have poured out a lot of themselves for this awakening and this movement and this community here. Maybe some of them didn't have anything to do, and so most of the, they would be chilling anyway. But some of them could be doing other things, Some of them put more hours a day into this than some people do on a full-time job, and they make nothing. They only do it to protect and to help and further the cause, further this awakening.
Did he cut out for everybody or just me?
No, he seems to have plotted
I
out.
think we've lost him.
He's gone.
I don't know what's happening with Vincent. He just called me on Skype. That's who was calling. I think it might just be having problem. Jibby, can you screen share without sending the link?
Oh yeah. If you have something for me to screen share, I can screen share it.
Okay, cool. I'll pass it to you in a second.
I've only had controversy and division surrounding it. And when you get into the personal, how someone treated you or blah, 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 all of that. I mean, especially if you're talking about someone that has a malicious intent, all of that is an act. So it doesn't matter one way or the other. It doesn't matter what they said to you or how they treated you. It doesn't. The actions that have been taken, that have been documented, that we've seen through the months and months and months, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Just reality. That's all that matters. Everything else is speculation. I say opinion is just a motive to say something nice. And nice mean ignorant. Look it up. Nice mean ignorant.
Oh, you're breaking up, Rob.
All right, I got Skype open. You can send it to me in the side chat.
I'll send it in the side chat here in the Hangout.
Yeah, you can do it in the Hangout.
What would be easier for you?
Any place you can pop a link.
Okay, I'm looking for this video. I'm wondering if he's pulled it because he's listening and he doesn't want us to play it. No, there it is. Psychopath and Enablers. Right, let me pass it to you. And I will just say this: if Nathan Oakley is listening, I'm going to play this, and maybe he can issue a copyright strike. But I will remind him that I have his home address, and that's all I'll say. And I haven't sent it out there. So when he's going on about doxing, if I was going to dox people that I think are complete and utter cunts, excuse my language, I would have doxed him. So just so we're clear, Gibbet's here in the Hangout.
Chris called him a scrotum cunt. I like that.
Okay.
So let me present. Your camera's off, Candy, by the way.
All right, can you see it?
Yes, excellent.
All right, everybody will have to mute, as I don't have such good microphone to speaker quality as Vince, but I can crank it up, and if everybody's muted, it should be fine. So.
Yeah. Now, people, as you watch this, I would like you to pay attention to the amount of smiling and the look in his eyes with the words that he's saying, okay? So try to match the expression to what's actually being said.
All right, here we go. Crank it up, everybody mute. All right.
Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley about codependency. I often talk in some of my videos about psychopathy, and I've occasionally drawn comparison to normal non-psychopathic people who exhibit psychopathic behaviours as proto-psychopaths, a term coined by Thomas Sheridan. In other words, people that do have empathy but will display...
GB.
Yeah.
Pause.
All right.
Okay. Make it smaller, please, because he will issue a copyright strike. It doesn't matter, but I'm just letting him know that if he does issue a copyright strike on this channel for showing this video, I'm just saying this. This isn't a threat. I'm just pointing out a fact. I have your home address, Nathan Oakley. Okay, go, Jibby. Cheers.
All right, I'll keep it more narcissistic. There are people that sit outside that are psychopaths. And that's not actually what I'm going to address in this video. I'm going to address the people who assist the psychopaths, the nonchalant standers-by, and the enablers. And it's because we've started to realise in the Flat Earth community that we live in a codependent relationship with state. In other words, we are in a position where we are subservient to our enslavers, our masters. And this is exactly the same as a psychopathic control system, something that I've described before coming to the videos of Infinite Plane Society, who has made this a lot more clear than I ever have. And it's nice to be able to put some clarity to some of the information I have on psychopathy and enablers. So I thought I'll flick through some of the Google definitions of enablers, and most of them were long-winded, to say the least. And one of the best ones I actually found was from the Urban Dictionary, because it's just so succinct, and it boils down enablers in such a way that you could easily translate it into other situations that might have actually occurred to you. So it's one of those, you can listen along to the definitions from the Urban Dictionary. I might even put a screenshot up so you can read along if you wish. Enabler. Number one, tactic enabler. Support another's bad habits by staying silent, which is fairly self-explanatory. So somebody takes part in a heinous action, something that you wouldn't necessarily do yourself, but says nothing, stands by, does absolutely nothing. And that essentially enables the person who is doing it. They think they can see by demonstration that the people around them have not disapproved of what they're doing. So yeah, so tactic enabler supports another's bad habits by staying silent. And then number two, the overt enabler supports another's bad habits by providing assistance, such as money, transportation, approval, etc. Now, just give an example of this later on. Shall just read that now. So we've got Bob and Mike, the two different examples. So number one, Bob. Hey Mike, I'm going to go to the bar and slip something into that bitch's drink and let me fuck her rotten in the bathroom. Mike, the tactic enabler, non-committal grunt. In other words, doesn't disapprove of the obviously heinous thing that this Bob character's going to do. So the second example was Bob. Hey Mike, I've got to bring this crack over to that father of four. Give me a lift. Mike, the overt enabler. Yeah, hold on, I'll get my keys. So in other words, not only do they not point out the heinous actions and behaviour, they're actually willing to offer assistance in facilitating them, in this case, permitting a crime to be perpetrated. So enablers tend to fear calling others on their destructive habits because others tend to be friends, family, or others close to the enabler. So if you've got let's use the psychopathic example, a psychopathic family member, there's often a committal to that person that goes beyond the ability to just have no contact with them. So you inadvertently find yourself being nonchalant to the things that perhaps should be disapproved of, simply because it's easier to turn the blind eye to not actually pay attention to what they're doing, and turn the other cheek. So the non-committal grunt from the Mike character would typify that. Thus, rather than risking the love, respect, friendship, or contact with the other person, the enabler chooses instead to play it safe and watch the other slowly destroy themselves or others by their own actions. So yeah, so in other words, even though the action of the psychopathic character is going to put in motion the destruction of another person, another individual, by standing by and literally saying nothing, that person is enabling that psychopathic character to actually perpetrate that crime. And in the case of how do they describe it, an overt enabler, it's one where they'll actually, grab their car keys and actually help them drive to the event to screw the other person over. So this is something that, as I say, from the examples that I've heard them, you can easily translate that into 101 different situations where people in our community behave extremely badly, but because they are perhaps a good flat earth videographer and they're producing material that everybody loves, their bad behaviour will get either ignored, turned a blind eye to, or in some cases enabled. People will actually prop these people up, assist them, either indirectly by way of actually promoting them, and that would obviously lend them credibility. This person's a great flat earth videographer, therefore go and watch their stuff. You go and watch a sun tracking event and what you actually get is somebody being doxed, that kind of thing. So by promoting somebody, you are actually enabling them through giving them credibility. And the same applies if you were to be on that panel there tracking the sun Next thing you know, there's doxing going on, and you say nothing. That essentially is enabling somebody to dox another person, something that I absolutely abhor. It's the reason I've spent 2 years going after Tim Osman. And in essence, the reason these kinds of things happen are because people who will go out and dox people, which I think is disgusting. There's a certain small percentage of people like me who will go, no, that's wrong. And the majority of people will be nonchalant. They'll turn the other cheek, in some cases assist in this actually happening. So that's my brief description of enabling. As I say, I may put either a link to this or a screenshot halfway through. I've been Nathan Oakley. I'll see you in the next video.
I'm
an enabler, I guess.
I've been a ninja. What is this? I've been Nathan Oakley. What is this? Talking about yourself in the third person is a sign of freaking lunacy. Talking yourself with labels, it's like, hello, I've been. Anyway, Jonathan Vincent, welcome, mate. Are you being enigmatically silent?
I came into this hangout like I was kind of out of it, like I had no idea what the beef is between everybody. It's hard to, one thing I never get into is hating for the sake of other people.
Do you not know what's happened today?
I've noticed when I'm in a chat room while someone's having a hangout, I don't pay attention to the hangout, and I get caught up in like a venue that allows a quick message and never the inflection. So you could say to affirm someone comes across as super affirmative and happy. And to negate someone is very harsh. There's no way to negate. Like maybe NaH is the easiest way to do. Like nah.
Yeah. Well, let me fill you in. Because you've missed something. Do you know Chris Truthseeker?
Absolutely.
Do you know Gav, Flat Earth After Party?
No, but I know of him.
Okay. You know Cathexis?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the last 2 weeks, Cathexis has dropped out. Chris Truthseeker has dropped out today, and Gav dropped out. Also Brian Mullen. But I don't really want to involve him because I don't think
dropping out of the conference. Okay.
Right now.
And Barbie McGill.
Oh, and Barbie McGill. Sorry, Barbie. Yes, and Barbie McGill. Now,
Stefan Dibbo.
Yeah. So
what's up, Bomb Jibby and Falcon?
Yes.
And the Candy's avatar has been throwing me out. You guys were having like a serious bit, and then she was popping up in between.
Well, Jonathan, let me tell you. Okay, today on Globebusters, Yvette Rebel is there modding, and so is Stephen Chess, ex-stranger XX, you're a rapist. That's Stephen Chess. Now,
yeah, that one, Stephen Chess is he's you don't say that kind of stuff about other people when you've never met the person, and that's a big word that.
Yeah. Okay.
He can take that
word.
Yeah.
And
so,
if anything,
wait. Let me just fill you in, and then see. Yvette is in the chat. Yvette's boyfriend, Snack to the Future, is Yvette's boyfriend. Yvette's friend is David Quintana. Yvette's other friend is P-Mars. Yvette's other friend, they're always falling out with each other, or at least pretending to. Other friend is Tim Osman, who she's met, whose phone number she has in her phone. Now, while she's modding in Globebusters, Tim Osman snipes Globebusters, and Chris Truthseeker says Yvette Rebel has his details. Why has she not passed them to Bob, or something along those lines? Okay. Yvette says, wait to abuse your wrench, Chris Truthseeker, and you're a rapist. Comes out and says, yes, Chris, what do you think you're doing? And starts attacking Chris. Candy removes Chris's wrench, thinking she's just seeing this, and she's like,
not Candy. Cammy.
No, Cammy. Sorry. Cammy, she's there. She's spinning plates. She's juggling, okay? Because as Globebusters, she's watching the stuff. She's making sure the stream is out. She's watching the chat. She sees this, and she's thinking, dude, I think Chris needs a break. So it takes the key off him, okay? And this is just me assuming what went through Cammy's mind. I think Chris needs a break. I did it with ADR not so long ago. I think ADR needs a break. Take the wrench, and then you don't feel so responsible for modding, okay? So she takes the wrench, and immediately Chris Truthseeker sees this and says, in fact, Cammy says something like, Chris, you need a break, okay? Chris Truthseeker says the same thing, which is, I forget the words, but it was like, Rebel knows his details and blah, blah. Stephen Chess bans him, okay? Cammy says, I took Chris's wrench, but I'm not banning him. So Karen B unbans Chris Truthseeker. And because Cammy has said, I didn't ban him, I just took his wrench off him because I think he's overworked, or I think he needs a break. So Stephen Chess just immediately banned him, okay? Now, Stephen Chess is covering for Yvette, who's covering covering for Tim Osman, who fucking sniped
Globebusters.
How does Chris Truthseeker know for a fact that Yvette has Tim's
because he's watched them interacting.
We know everything.
This is like we're reacting to a fucking incident, brother. I don't mean to be rude. I promise you, I don't, or disrespectful. But this isn't. This not. We're reacting to an incident that just happened. This is a last resort gathering to discuss the infiltrators that have destroyed and tore apart this thing for a while now, and people have been watching. Even people that aren't saying anything still have been watching, screen capturing, recording conversations.
Jonathan, Vincent has been recording. You tell him, Vin.
I've been recording for more than 4 months, together with Chris Truthseeker. And oh man,
Yvette joking with Tim Osman, Yvette defending Tim Osman, Yvette saying things like Tim Osman is more real than Antonio Subirats.
Yeah, and sending me links to give moderator
Yvette's got it out.
And you know which channels? Tim Osman channel. Thank you.
So I don't know what the beef is between Yvette and you, Antonio, but I've seen it. I remember when
she's a piece of shit. I don't have, like I said earlier, she's a piece of shit. She defends Tim Osman. She defends David Quintana, the guy that comes on Hillbilly Cum Teeth. Hillbilly West, your dead son, so I can stick my cock in him. That guy, David Quintana. She defends him. Okay,
David,
she defends Tim Osman.
Funny. Why is that funny?
No, listen, Jonathan. She defends them. Okay, and she sat there as a mod whilst Tim Osman snipes the chat and defends Tim Osman in the chat. She downplays it. Okay, it's like, what the fuck is this? We showed Bob a video of Yvette and David Quintana, and there's no love lost between Bob and David Quintana in the same house together. Okay, from last Halloween. So they're friends, if not related. As well with Cynthia. Okay, they're chatting, drinking, playing in a little party. Okay, see, they've met with Tim Osman. She knows Tim Osman. Okay, Chris Truthseeker has got Tim Osman's location down to a 2-mile radius in Denver. Okay, so through different avenues, he's got his location within a 2-mile radius. Okay,
has it gotten to the point where you've had everyone in the same room? Like, where's Yvette right now?
No,
wouldn't it?
Right now Yvette will be chatting with David Quintana and Tim Osman and those guys. That's what she'll be doing right now.
I know Snack doesn't. He's not in favor of Tim Osman,
but his boyfriends of Yvette.
How do you know that?
Who's in favor of Tim Osman?
Well, I've spoken to. I mean, I know Snack personally. I've met him. We've hung out.
Okay.
I'm from Jersey.
So what's his opinion of Yvette's actions?
What's that?
What's his opinion of Yvette's actions?
I wouldn't know. I think they're both independent people. They're not a team. That's for sure. Because their intellects are different. They have a lot in common from what I've been able to perceive. But Snack's a different person.
Maybe it's as much as Snack is Yvette's beard. Like, I'm sincerely saying, maybe Snack is Yvette's beard. This is a gay reference, by the way. Okay, the beard is a gay man who marries a beautiful woman, and she knows they're gay. It's a marriage of convenience, but so that people won't know that he's gay. Or the lesbian woman who marries the guy, so that people won't know that she's lesbian. And that this other person is called a beard to disguise their true self. Okay, so maybe Yvette uses Snack as a beard. I don't know. Okay, but I do know that Yvette is a piece of shit. Like, genuinely a piece of shit. She's managed to...
Let's have Snack come on right now.
Yeah, right. Like, it wouldn't pass the link to Yvette.
Dude, you don't understand. What part? This is okay. Let me put it this way. When Jeranism is talking about NASA and the crazy people that leave the ridiculous comments like all you need to do is go to nasa.gov to find the answer to your question. Am I losing it here? Like,
guys, maybe he's right. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe you need to. I mean, I don't know if you guys have yet, but maybe you need to come.
Again, this is not a debate of opinion. This is not a debate of opinion. This is a debate of facts, of evidence, of recordings, of things that people have seen that they can't unsee.
I'm not doubting anything. That's not what I'm saying.
I wasn't even talking to you personally. I'm just saying.
That's what I said.
You're saying that maybe we should pass Snack
a link. More of an inquisition. It's more of an. I don't like gang ups, and you got everyone here on one side.
Yes.
I wonder why.
anyone's side.
Yes,
Why?
but wait, Jonathan, you
Are
don't
we
know this.
together? Are we a crew?
Wait, Rob. Jonathan, this is what happens. Whilst there's
But
a
you
hangout
guys, are, well,
going
hold on.
on,
You guys are putting out public information right now.
yes, but one second. Wait, 1 second.
That's all I'm saying.
I know, but I made public information. Dan, wait. I made public information. Nothing, it's public, okay? So, number one. Number two, when this hangout's going on, PMars restreams it through his channel. Whilst he's restreaming, Timmy Boy, Quintana, Yvette, and others are there poking fun, joking, and when they get the link, if it's inadvertently sent, they come in and snipe it and fuck it up, okay? She calls herself the Queen of Troll Team 6. This is them privately hanging out, ganging up on people. So when you say that we're ganging up, it's like we're exposing. They're not exposing shit. They're just poking fun. They're just fucking up. They're not exposing fuck all. In fact, they don't do any flat earth shit at all, but somehow they get wrenches in places.
There are people who are unaware of this information, and what you guys are doing now is presenting the information.
Yes.
If those people make a decision on one half of the story, regardless if it's truth or not, and I'm not saying it's not truth, how would I know? But if they make a one-sided decision, then they're wrong for doing that.
Yeah,
that's all.
I said this at the beginning.
Both sides. I've been on both sides, and it's a point where you got to throw your hands up and say, according to my belief in honesty and truth, I can't agree with you.
I said this pretty much at the beginning.
I know, and what you guys are talking about sounds so likely because when YouTube was on and he put up 40 sock accounts and him and Yvette were going at it, I realized that there's something, they get something out of this.
Meantime, wait.
Like a digital high.
Jonathan, wait. Whilst Yvette and YouTube are going at it on chats like Globebusters and Jaren, okay, on PMars, they're the best of friends.
I don't know who YouTube is, but I wouldn't put it past them.
No, but this is what we've got video. We've got video of it, okay, and we can show it. This is the thing. They don't have to believe us. We can show it. So that's what we're doing. I've shown Stephen Chess saying that I violently raped Patricia Stay. I've shown Patricia Stay saying, sex under false pretenses, okay. I've shown Nathan Oakley fucking Martin Leaker into thinking that he got that video from me. I've shown all of this, and we've shown Yvette and Vincent. I wanted you to show the hangout when I exposed or doxed PMars. If you showed that hangout where you see her threatening to put me into a coma and making sure that I end up 6 feet under, these things, that's ganging up.
What has Stephen Chess ever done for anything besides
he phoned
one of an opportunity to chat with a YouTuber with a lot of subscribers?
He just fucking told you what he did.
Yeah,
fucked it up royally. Other than that, he's been on Hangouts.
Other than that,
and never
he claimed someone raped someone and went around telling people.
Listen to
I've been on the other end of that.
He claimed someone raped someone and then went around telling people, Jonathan.
Rob, wait a second, please, mate. What Jonathan is saying is Stephen Chess has done fuck all other than call somebody with a lot of subscribers, Molyneux.
That's his claim.
And then being in a shitload of hangouts and then call me a rapist. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
none of the other shit matters.
Yeah, it doesn't.
What Antonio's going through,
I'm not going through anything. I'm doing this for Chris.
What are you talking about, dude?
I'm not going through anything. I'm doing this for Chris.
No. When someone puts you up as a rapist and someone says that, there's nothing you can do to defend yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really care because I can just expose what they're doing. So it's like,
it's uncontrollable, but it has an effect on you because there are people who are going to keep it in the back of their head and go, well, you never know. Antonio's kind of unpredictable sometimes. And Stephen Chess has won. That happened to me, except it wasn't online. It was the real deal. And I was a lot younger, 20 years ago. And let me tell you something. You can't do anything to defend yourself. The girl wins.
But this is because it wasn't international and it wasn't a YouTube thing. If it had been a YouTube thing, you would have done the same as me, which is, oh yeah, I'm going to show this fucker saying this and then show the person covering up for that fucker saying that. Say, no, I don't think he meant that. I think he meant this legal term where it's under false pretenses. Okay. And then people will say, she's just saying that to not cause waves. Maybe he really raped her and she privately told him, but she wants to know nothing to do with it. So yes, I understand what you're saying, that they will play on people's minds. That's the whole point. The smear is to tar somebody. That's the point of it.
Did Trish ever say, well, he kind of did? It's like, I can't put that past Trish even.
Yes.
Did you look at the evidence that he presented?
No, I don't
Oh,
see.
cool. Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you can't see her doing that, but you won't look at the evidence that she did.
That who did? Trisha did?
That Patricia said that.
She affirmed that. So she told Stephen Chess this, and no one else.
She told the group in a hangout on Skype, when you can call 4 or 5 different people.
Skype hangout.
This is what I'm saying. So if you don't even
several different people at the same time.
I stayed away from it. I remember when it came out, and I was like,
this is the problem. A lot of people have stayed away from it because they don't want to be involved, because it's not what they want to be into. It's not what they want to deal with. It's not what they want to hear. It's not what they want to have going through their day. That's the problem. So people don't know these things. And so the division and the little psychological tactics and operations, whatever you want to call them, whether they're sanctioned or not, whatever, they continue to go on. People continue to leave. People that really care about these people, that have put their life and their effort and all that they can into helping this grow and change and evolve, and helping and protecting the people that they care about.
So Chris has just called it quits because
I wouldn't expect that much of anyone online. I have a few people that I keep in touch with, and one of them that I've spoken to, a while ago into this, and offline. The conversations are always better.
Yeah, of course they are.
It's a different conversation. They're not in front of an audience. But when the digital relationship will always exist in an artificial world, because it's a representation of something for a digital audience. And people know that. You can type anything you want. You're a warrior when you're online.
Well, you can think that. That's your opinion, but these are real people. This is reality, brother.
Like, what part do you play in this? What happened to you?
Excuse me?
Like, what's your stake in this? Like, why?
Wait. Oh, so do you want me to have a specific instance with one of these people to be in here? And this is my point. I'm glad you brought that up. No. Listen. Please, hey, please listen to me, and I will answer you. I am here because I have been on the side, behind the scenes, watching these things unfold. Not commenting, not saying anything when I'm in the chats. I've seen the evidence that have been presented by these different people, and much more that hasn't been presented. And I have already said that Yvette has been nothing but overly kind to me. So I am not here because I am part of a crew. I am not here because I'm Antonio's secret good buddy, or me and Dan Falkenbach go way back. So let me ask you now. Why do you think I'm here?
You told me
I want you to speculate. What do you think I'm here for then? If none of that is the case, then why would I even be here right now?
Because you're sharing in the grief of dealing with it.
No, it's not.
Come on.
What? Okay, wait. Let me just point this out. Okay, just so
you can laugh now.
That's why I asked.
Wait. Rob,
I said, what's the deal with you? How do I know? You're coming at me like you're so pissed off about something. What the fuck?
I'm not coming at you like I'm pissed off.
Wait,
when did you think you were going to get an attitude?
Whoa, Candy, one second. Everybody, okay, please, and I genuinely mean this. Everybody, will you breathe so that the bottom of your belly pushes out as you inhale? I genuinely mean this. I know that it sounds bullshitty. No, just...
I do it.
I do one more time. Oh, wait, damn it. Dan, you got to do it. Breathe, low down. Jonathan Vincent's got a really sharp mind and a really good sense of humor, okay? And right now, things are a little bit raw. But the point the point for this hangout is this is about flat earth infiltrators. So everybody here knows that there are infiltrators in the flat earth, like genuine, bona fide, clinical infiltrators, just like any movement
exactly
infiltrators in there. So everybody has a vested interest in exposing
but you do realize
infiltrators.
What it appears like,
No.
It's not what it appears like.
Wait, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry, go on, Jonathan.
I was going to say, you do understand what this looks like to a person who's not involved in it.
Yes.
Well, that's why opinions aren't really.
Yes.
This is not what this is about.
one second.
No, and that's why I've been doing this for 5 months.
Yeah, but look, yes. So the question is, do you realize what this?
How could anyone know that?
One second. Let me answer this, please.
Ridiculous.
Yes, I realize what this looks like. Do you know what it looks like when there are infiltrators and nobody says a word? It looks like shit. People who would otherwise be providing stuff don't, because they see the bitchiness, the horrible comments. They watch the chat. They might want to say hi everyone tentatively in Globebusters chat, but they see the fucking abuse from David Quintana and they're like, "Whoa, dude, I'm not going there." That's what it looks like when nobody does anything. That's what that world looks like. I'd rather be in a world where people looking for flat earth can go flat earth, and one of them will say flat earth infiltrators and watch this hangout, and they'll see that within the flat earth there are infiltrators whose job it is to fuck shit up. Like today's Globebusters. He had Brother Sanchez, and Tim Osman goes in and fucking snipes it whilst his buddy Yvette with his number on her phone.
We should really get Snack back in here to, like, I don't know, have part of this.
Say again.
I like the guy, I know him personally, and
again, this is not a debate.
We're talking about Tim Osman, not Snack to the Future.
I know.
Peripheral. Okay. So what would
you know Tim Osman? You know Tim Osman personally?
Tim Osman wins every time. When are you guys going to realize that? He wins, man.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, hell no, he doesn't.
Tim Osman would rather.
Are you trolling me? Are you trolling me?
Wait, Jonathan. Tim Osman wins if people are afraid to do this kind of hangout. Okay, he might have some narcissistic life doing it, but it doesn't matter because now people know how it works.
What's your real name? Haunted. What's your real name?
My real name's Haunted. My last name's House.
Jonathan Vincent.
Are you
Nice hat, dude. It's a nice hat.
What, I have to ask a question.
No,
what just made you say Tim Osman wins every time?
Yeah.
His thing is
I want to know the same thing. I was wondering that myself.
His goal when he goes online is to piss people off.
No. I don't care about that. I want to know about your psychology on why you said that. I don't give a fuck about anything to do with him. I want to know your psychology.
Of what I just said, but without mentioning him?
We weren't even talking about that at all. It just came up out of you like it was a tick.
Tim Osman wins every time because he'll always be here, and there'll always be a variation. No matter what.
I've had about almost 50
for him to win.
No.
But for him to win,
hold on. I've had about 50 hangouts.
He wouldn't be here right now.
Wait. Go on, Dan.
He came on and sniped me, and then I call him out.
But he wins in his own head. Do you understand?
But that doesn't matter.
You call out Osman and who sniped people. I don't even know. And then they go away. And then they go away, Jonathan.
They go away for a while.
Jonathan. Then they go away. Jonathan.
Maybe. You know what made Tim go away?
Maybe.
Dell got him on a hangout.
I win. He went away. He don't like me. He goes away from me.
When I joined, You've Been Exposed, and Timmy was there. He left within 20 seconds of me joining. So
like a little scared bitch.
Who wins? So you're saying he wins in his mind because he derives narcissistic support. I'm not thinking of me winning.
He knows that Antonio already knows his little tactics and can expose him instantly.
Right.
So what happens is this.
Jonathan comes in here sucking on Tim Osman's dick, and he's a part of Earth discussions, dude. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
His version of winning is this. Right. His version of winning is fucking shit up and dissuading people from engaging with flat Earth. Okay? That's his version of winning.
Right.
My version of winning, and Chris's and Gaff's and Barbie and Cathex's is in having more people engage with it. Okay? So when I run a shithead like that off, it's me that wins. I don't win some narcissistic supply. I win knowing, now You've Been Exposed is free of fucking Tim Osman. Okay? And I'll fucking go and be doing other shit, but I know that he's not fucking in there fucking shit up. So his winning is not working. For him to win, there'd be no flat Earth anymore. He's been predicting for the last 2 years that the flat Earth is over.
Not trying to beat you, though. He needs to be seen to feed his ego. He wants to be there in the live situation. Dude, he's the most popular flat earther.
No, he isn't.
He's the most popular troll.
No, you're your fucking mind, bro. You're out of your fucking mind.
No, look.
I'm sorry, Dan.
You follow the wrong.
Dan, calm down,
dude. You follow the
wrong. Okay? Calm the fuck down. I'm not out of my mind or anything. All right, and don't feel so fucking hurt.
Flat Earther, you're completely out of your fucking gourd. You're completely out of your gourd.
Wait.
Yeah, look at you, barking like a dog, you weirdo.
Dan, wait. Right. If you ask anybody who's interested in the flat Earth, okay, who would you suggest somebody watches to learn about the flat Earth? That's how many of them would say, watch Tim Osman. How many would say, watch Jeronism or the Morgal or a whole plethora? Okay,
so I'm right there with you. I know exactly.
Dan, look at my message on Hangout.
Tim Osman, you know, I spoke to him once, and he was
cordial.
He was talking about 9/11 or something like that. He had a different take. He wasn't like Pete Shea, which I would love to talk to Pete Shea. You know,
would you?
That's a guy. That's a person that should be dealt with because he kills you with kindness, and he's smooth. He's a smart guy, but it kills me that he doesn't get that. And I've said to him, I was like, Pete, I'll give you names, man. And if that truth isn't good enough, then what is? Then that means you have an agenda, and you really don't. You want it to be a situation where no one died.
Yes.
You're telling me you were fucking in Ireland or wherever when it happened, and I was there. And he
wants a situation where the flat Earth is not quite as significant as it really is, and so do lots of other people out there.
When people say these are my references, Let's Roll forums and other guys' web secondary information is out. You know, I have information if you're willing to listen. I was there. I did it on a Hangout. I went down to the spot I was at. I showed where I was, what my view was.
Okay, so I have a question for you. What are your thoughts on Yvette's actions, sitting there quietly and defending Tim Osman just after?
That's news to me. I had no idea it was like that.
Okay, well that's what happened. So what are your thoughts now that you know? Because you can watch Globebusters. You can't see the chat, obviously, but you can watch.
I have to check with Snack. I have to ask him about this and be like, well, this is what was.
What are your thoughts on Yvette's actions? I
don't have any thoughts.
Not Snack's thoughts about Yvette. Your thoughts. She was modding whilst Tim Osman went in, sniped it, and then kind of minimized the damage. Oh, how do you know it was Tim Osman? And that kind of stuff. Even though Globebuster said Tim Osman came in and sniped. So what do you think of that?
Oh, that's my opinion is your opinion.
No, I'm not saying your opinion. I'm just saying your thoughts. What are they?
What else could they be?
Wow, dude. Why don't you answer him? What are your thoughts on it?
Please, come on.
We want you to say your thoughts. We want you to say your thoughts.
I know you for a long time now.
I'm not composing what I would like you to say. I'm happy to sit with my inner dialogue off.
You guys think that I would agree with something like that?
Say again?
Are you guys wondering whether or not I'm on that side?
No. Genuinely,
You're still evading the question.
So you're wondering whether or not I have
You're still evading the question.
Okay, Jonathan Vincent, really think, right? If the question, and you had to write down only one paragraph, what are your thoughts regarding Yvette's minimizing of Tim Osman's sniping of the Hangout?
Basically justifying it in a way.
That's what she did.
She justified it. She said, well, it's not a big deal. My thoughts on that would be, okay, that's a person that's in question. That's a person of interest. If it's someone that I'm going to have any interaction with, like this person exposed himself. Why is Adam, the brain, what people think when they're going online and they're creating these relationships that can end at any second. P. Mars was calling me an agent the other day. And I was like, don't tell everyone I'm a haunted agent. And he was like, this guy's an agent. I think he was like, put a couple of snide remarks to see if I'd bite on it. And I was like, dude, you're the best, man. He's P. Mars. You're the best, man. I'm the total agent. And he was like, he didn't get the reaction.
Yeah.
He wanted me like, what the fuck, man? I'm not a fucking agent. Nobody really knows what anyone is. It's all going to exist here.
Is that the answer?
In the real world, okay.
In the real world.
In the real world, there was...
Very rarely happen.
Yeah, wait 1 second. In the real world, as I was sitting here watching Globebusters and modding, and lots of other people in lots of different...
I didn't catch Globebusters today until the last hour.
Right. Well, I missed that last hour because of the huge distraction that was going on. But anyway, all around the earth, or wherever anybody was watching Globebusters, they were in their situation watching Globebusters, in their location with their surround, right? And all of those people were real people. And one of those people was Yvette. And another one of those people was Tim Osman. And in the real world, as these events were going on, as this happened, and Chris Truthseeker pointed out that Yvette knows Tim Osman because Bob said, I'm going to find you. He wants to find Tim Osman and kind of have a word with him so that he stops doing this, okay? And I don't put it past Bob, right? So,
would you be up for a physical altercation?
So wait a second. Wait a second. So whilst this was going on, and Chris Truthseeker points out that Yvette knows him, so if Bob wants fucking to find him, she could just ask ask him, he could ask Yvette for his phone number. He could start tracking him down, okay? In the meantime, whilst Chris is pointing this out and Yvette is minimizing Tim's fucking sniping, other people jump in, Stephen Chess, to attack Chris for pointing this out, and Yvette. So all of this happened with real humans in the real world, and I'm asking you, what do you think of that? Just like if we were in a pub and I said, dude, what the fuck? What do you think of that? You tell me, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are.
You know, there's a lot of flat Earth in Colorado.
Yeah.
Don't want other people to know that they know other people.
Okay.
They don't want their offline relationship. They don't. I remember the first time it was over Christmas, like New Year's, that around Christmas, I met Snack, and I remember one of the hangouts, one of the free chan hangouts. Somebody was like, "Wait a minute, Haunted was there? What the fuck?" And I don't know who it was, but the approach was, "How, you know, they're scheming." You know, that was the immediate thought. Like, they must be up to something, and it's like, no, it's not like that. Just because someone doesn't know the full story, it's not. We're not up to anything. No, he's from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. I was in Long Branch, 5 minutes away from where he lived, and that was it.
And you met and you hung out. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So Infinite Plane Society met with Yvette and Snack. He met with the two of them. So this is how he knows that Jace is Tim Osman. So this doesn't mean that Infinite Plane Society is friends of Yvette and Tim Osman. And no, they contacted him and asked him to go for a drink with them. They went to see him. So he's like, yeah, okay. So this is what happened. This is when this March for Science, yeah? They didn't have any placards. They didn't have any banners. They were not active, okay? So they did not participate in any of the Flat Earth activity. They just wanted to meet him. They obviously wanted to meet and make friends the way Yvette has made friends with Cammy Nodell, okay? This is how infiltrators work. If we are so dumb to think this whole Flat Earth and discussion of the shape of the Earth, it's all just a pastime. It's all just philosophical. It's all just things.
Can I stop you right there, Antonio, and say this? If you think that I don't have convictions that are serious when it comes to this topic, which gets so made fun of, everyone who thinks that is wrong.
Yes, I know you, dude. I know you.
I know you know. I had the first Flat Earth meetup. Meetup.com had nothing on there, and it was November 2015. And no one joined, of course. It took 6 months, and people from other countries were joining it. I was like, fuck it, join anyway. If people see that other people are going to be there, the most it got to was 5 guys. One guy I keep in contact with because he lives a town over. And the other guys, it was cool. These were new people. They had never said Flat Earth in public before. And, there's a guy who doesn't involve himself in a lot of this, Alex Carry On, and he puts out so much good information. He's got a great telescope and he's a whiz. He's a math whiz. But this situation, it's a popularity contest too at the end of the day.
No, it's a war.
Well, what drives these people?
Infiltration. They want to infiltrate, to disrupt. Just take your mind back to the French Revolution.
How would I benefit though?
One second. To disrupt. The French Revolution didn't happen over a period of 2 weeks with guys sitting around saying, right, fuck it. Okay. It happened over a long period of time with people's discontentment increasing, hunger, death, disease increasing. At one point, people starting to talk. What are we going to do about this? And this went on. And this went on for a long time. And people were arrested and garroted who were engaged in talking about this until there was the revolution. But in the revolution, a lot less people were killed than before the revolution. When the people talking might as well have been the Flat Earthers. The small group of people talking, saying, what I think we should do is this, garroted, chair with a hardboard, a hole, a rope, and a tourniquet, and okay. That's the way these people were discovered. Let's go to, before that, to the Holy Inquisition. How did people get outed for not following the Catholic doctrine? It was by people hanging out with them, infiltrating, and then telling the fuckers, telling the inquisitors, okay? They infiltrate to cause disruption, to slow down, to break. And right now, this hangout is called Flat Earth Infiltrators. Because if we're so dim to not realize that right now, we might as well call this the beginning of a war. Now, it might not lead to a point of actual warfare and bloodshed or imprisonment. It might...
You're familiar with the
something that just manages to stay afloat and not cause that whilst everything's settles and whilst they change the system and eventually everybody understands that it's flat.
You know the sides, though, right? You know that this war, the two sides are the awake versus the asleep. Politics and all that other shit is all just a distraction.
Yes, but
we're dealing with people who are right. They're making it harder to do this for whatever reasons.
They're slowing it down. They're causing disruption. They're dissuading people from.
Got nothing to do. They got too much time in their hands. They like hurting people. They hurt small animals. They like seeing suffering. They like twisting shit up. They like manipulating. I live with a girl who does that.
Yes, I know.
She hit me the other day while I was holding my dog and told me I better stop because I'm scaring him. I was holding the dog and she was smacking me with a towel and she said I better stop because I was doing it. And I went,
that's right. You better listen.
I went
gaslighting, dude.
I was like, this is the moment. It was like instant vape. Everything went clear, and I was like, I can't defend. I can't really. This is a far gone person. There's nothing I can do. This is the way they are for the rest of their life. They're unpenetrable.
This is what happened. Gone. This was the moment this happened with me, with Patricia, was when I was telling her to leave me alone, that I didn't want to have sex with her, and explaining to Nathan Oakley that I didn't want to have sex with her. That's why I'm not having sex with her. This situation happened in the real world, and he was saying, why not? And I said, because I'm stressed and I don't want this. And she's saying, I'm not stressing you. And I'm saying to her, I didn't say you were stressing me. I'm telling you my state is that of stress, but I'm not stressing you. I'm not saying you did. Are you hearing this, Nathan? I'm telling you my state is one of stress, but I'm not stressing you. It's fucking gaslighting, mate. And your girlfriend is gaslighting.
If you have to explain to someone else what their behavior that they're well aware of, but they just don't care, it's over.
Totally. So she fucked off 2 weeks later, thank God. But this is the situation, and you're in this situation too. And what I'm seeing is in the flat Earth, and I don't like calling it the flat Earth community, okay? Because it isn't. It's a whole bunch of individuals, okay? So in the real world, there are people who are doing this shit indiscriminately. They're grabbing people, fucking their heads, throwing them away, grabbing other people, fucking their heads, grabbing small groups, fucking up with that group, that's fucking that group up. That's what they do. And this is called Flat Earth Infiltrators, to point this out to people. This is going on. This is not favoritism or animosity. This is
an outgoing guy who probably had a lot of friends growing up into a situation of people who are online to make friends and to just manipulate and do whatever because it's faceless. I had a lot of friends. I wasn't big online, but I think there's a lot of lonely people out there and that are free to do whatever they want. Now they have friends. When I saw Martin have a meltdown after he's like, you're ruining it, I was, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? He looked like he was going to break in half just because you were breaking, mommy and daddy were getting divorced or something like that.
And this mommy and daddy shit, it wasn't like, who made this mommy and daddy shit? Fucking wasn't me. Yeah. It was like, what is this? What is this shit? I'm making YouTube videos. I have my life and I have my family, and I offered to house this woman. That's what that was. And it turned into, wedding bells. Like, no, dude. It's a wedding so you can fucking stay here and not get exported or whatever the word is. Yeah. So
I'll never get over that. The start of that relationship, I was like, he knows.
I know, dude. I forgot. You're the one. Okay, for people out there who don't know this, okay, people message me, dude, I just heard a fucking rumor about you and Patricia. Are you fucking sure? Because blah, 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 blah about Patricia. And I didn't pay attention. Now, Jonathan Vincent calls me on Skype. We're talking and he's like, Antonio, dude, what the fuck's going on? And I'm saying, dude, well, look, I've offered to house her because, so she's going to be staying here. We're going to be living together, carry on. And he's like, but dude, you've got your life. Are you sure you want to bring Patricia Steer into that? Was you?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I'm like,
I don't see that
Patricia night or whatever you say, because she was fucking over here.
And she never mentioned that.
She was standing here. And I couldn't say, don't say anything because she's standing here, because she was standing here. But I'm like,
I couldn't believe it. When I put the pair of you two in my head, I was like, Antonio's too perceptive for this, whereas Patricia doesn't want to deal with ugliness. She'd rather push that away, keep it. Yeah. She's like a produced talk show.
This is how well she can. Okay, so this is, I mentioned this earlier. What people will do is they'll find an in. Okay, so with me, I like to help people. Chris, same. Lots of people that like to help people. Okay, and also you like people who like like you, and you like people who have similar interests. So what she did was she pretended to have similar interests. It wasn't until afterwards that it turned out, no, she'd never seen Dumb and Dumber. She'd never seen Clerks 2 or Clerks. She'd never seen The Lord of the Rings. She'd never read 1984 or Brave New World. None of that stuff. Yeah. But she pretended to be in on all of that stuff, to have had the same interest.
It's cringy. It's when you see the rapper still on the book and telling you that you read it, and you're like, okay, sure, you read it.
Yeah, all the DVDs with the rapper still on, all of them with the rapper.
That's so desperate. It's scary, man. It's just that will continue on for the rest of her life.
Yes, it will. This is why I'm saying that I don't think that she's just bad. Okay, I think she's broken, and that's why she's bad. There are people who are bad but are not really broken and could.
I don't think she'll physically hurt anyone. She doesn't seem like the type to go through with it.
I don't know, dude. I haven't told you. I've not told you what she used to do. Okay, I would be in a hangout or whatever, and I'd say, I'm just going to go and make a drink, and she'd go, oh, I'll make you a drink, and she would come over from over there.
I'm going to put something in it.
No, she used to come. I don't know if the rest of you guys know this. Okay, she used to come and bring my drink and put it down there and say a little something and go off. Okay. Now, if the other person was talking, I'd be muted, and I say, what? And she goes, nothing. And then I unmute and carry on over and over, lots of time. Okay. And then one time I'm chatting, I forget who I was chatting with, and this happens. Oh, no. I was making a video. Okay. Then this happens, and I get up and I stretch my back and I go to make a drink, and she says, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm just going to make a drink. Do you want one? Oh, no, I'll make one. You're busy. Oh, okay. Lovely. Great. I am housing her. She's going to at least make me a fucking drink. Anyway, so I come back. She makes a drink, and she does this with the drink. She leans it over, hits the tabletop, goes like this, doesn't quite drop it. She doesn't put it on. And I notice, and I look at her.
Oh, she wanted you to play your part.
So she's just gone like that. She's waiting for me to acknowledge. So I look at the cup, notice that she's holding it, look at her. She puts it down, and she says, I wonder if you'll taste the poison, and walks off. And it fucking hits me. That's what she's been fucking saying. I wonder if he'll taste the poison. Well, Mike, what?
Everyone listening out there, don't ever take that lightly.
Okay, so no, wait. I had a fucking fever almost all the time that she was here. The reason that whole shit happened with my phone was because I had a fucking fever. Okay, now I'm not saying that she fucking poisoned me, but she fucking said, I wonder if you can taste the poison. Okay, I don't fucking know. I had a fucking fever, and she's fucking saying this shit.
It doesn't even matter. It's the fact that idea popped into her head, and she had to process it.
What kind of joke is that? I mean, she's got the most fucked up sense of humor ever.
It's not really a sense of humor. It's a sense of dread that comes out like sarcasm. I can't stand sarcasm for people who don't have a sense of humor, so they just got to twist it into something that affects. Because humor in nature has a bite to it.
Yes,
you either aim at yourself or you aim it at someone.
So when she says about my daughter, wouldn't it be funny? Do you know what would be really funny if we just gave her an empty box for her birthday? Like, that wouldn't be funny.
Yeah, that's a funny at all. That's a sit down. Like, Patricia, come over here. We got to talk at something.
That's what I said. We were in the car. We hadn't left the car yet. And I said to her, that's not funny. That's no matter how good the gift that you gave her after this, it wouldn't undo that moment of complete disillusionment. And she said, oh, no. You don't give her a gift afterwards. That's what makes it so funny.
You know what I'd noticed once, and I hate this to bring animals into this, but she was filming her cats doing something.
Declawed. Listen. Declawed cats. Okay? Oh, don't scratch me. Declawed cat. That she says were declawed by accident. The vets accidentally declawed them. That doesn't fucking happen. You don't accidentally declaw 3 fucking cats. She had them fucking clawed.
The tone of her voice, she was trying to get the cat. You don't get cats to do this. First, cats don't follow orders. Her tone changed to that of like speaking to a small child. And there was some like, okay, you're going to be like that? Like, no. And it was a voice of concern. Like, cat, you bet, I'm expecting you to jump into that wheel and do something and play. Like, you better enjoy yourself. Toy. It was kind of strange.
Well, it's like this. If I was sending cats over, okay, from one continent to another, I would not have them traveling for a week if I could have them traveling for just 3 days.
She said she didn't. She said that someone else
sent them ahead of time. She sent them 3 days before she left.
No, the declawing. She denied that.
No, the story she says is that the vets did it by accident. That's the story she says.
That doesn't happen. I had a cat who didn't have his front claws, and I got him like that when he was 5 years old. And I took a 5-year-old because nobody takes the older ones. But I realized then you just don't do that. You're taking away their knives. You're taking away their hands pretty much.
Yeah. No, they're totally different after you declaw them. They're not.
Yeah, it's like when you take their teeth too.
Yeah.
That's
So when you think,
my thing is, I'd rather have the.
Also,
I'm not a big fan of talking about someone.
Also, think of this. Sorry to interrupt you. Think of this, okay? So along come these guys to take the cat, okay? What do you do if somebody comes to take your cat and the cats are contained, okay? They're in an apartment that they haven't left. What do? Do you let strangers come in and grab the cats, or do you tell the strangers to wait outside and give you one of the boxes, take one of the boxes, grab one of the cats, put it in, and do that? Which would you do?
I'd have it already, and nobody touches my dog with me. He won't even allow that.
So what does she do? She lets these two strangers. I wasn't here when this happened. She just told me, and I saw some of the mess that they'd made, because the cats must have freaking freaked out.
That hurts me on two levels, man.
That's not what an animal lover does.
No, it isn't. Oh, that's ugly, man. Because I volunteer at a shelter, so I see damaged animals, damaged dogs, and the people that get away with it, they get a higher than pedophilia, because it's so much control right there, man. It's gushing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
They want a companion. They don't want a pet.
What's that?
Some people just want a companion. They don't want a pet. Difference. They're lonely. You know, they want a companion or something for show, maybe, but they're not.
Antonio, you want to get back on the subject here?
Yes, I do. So, Vincent, are you with us? Thanks for that, Dan. Vincent. Okay, he's gone to the. Oh, Jibby. Oh, you can't. You haven't got it. When Vincent gets back, I'm going to go make a coffee. When Vincent gets back, will one of you ask him? Candy, will you ask him to share the video of Yvette threatening all kinds of shit, and talking about being head of Troll Team 6 and roll out Troll Team? You're muted, Yvette.
There's a message in the chat right now too. I just read saying Antonio doesn't know when Yvette threatens death, she means it.
My fuck! What the fuck kind of? Who said that? Show me who said that.
Somebody called me an ultimate infiltrator. I mean, I'm the last.
Ultimate. I mean, the black hat gives it away, dude.
I got him.
But I swear, guys, you know, like, I'm not kidding. Jonathan was wait, before she moved over here, David Weiss said to me, Antonio, she's not left yet. Are you sure? You know, dude, she's going to have.
It's the same person that threatened me last time, Flat Earth Bimbo.
Flat Earth Bimbo? Oh, is that who it was? Yeah. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? What what somebody like that.
What do you guys have to say about 15 minutes of YouTube fame going to the head of so many people once they get a little following?
Yes, that's a problem for people, because
people would hide if YouTube didn't show subscribers. It would be a completely different scene.
That's why
why do people show their subscriber count when you can turn it off? Because that's
people. It creates jealousy. It creates competition. I don't like it.
Yeah, but wait a second. So if I make a video, and so if you want to say you could have no subscribers or no subscribers showing, it's like totally fair enough, because the truth is, you might be followed by 50,000 more people than your channel says. They just have to memorize your name. Okay, so
that's true.
And the same with the views. Okay, you could say, well, why don't they just not show the views? Like, yeah, but knowing how many subscribers you have is a way of seeing how many people are at least interested in the subject that you're covering. So it gives you a mild sense of support. That's all it is. Eventually, it becomes not an irritation, but exhausting. It gets to the point where you can't keep up. Like Brian Mullen, it's like so many messages, and so many of them are really engaging. You know, they're coming to you with problems and asking you, can you figure out a way of solving this? Like, I'm not talking like personal problems, like real situations, like flat earth questions, and so many and different ideas and different observations, and it's taxing. So now imagine having 50,000 subscribers or 80,000 subscribers. You know, it gets
PR people.
I spoke to Jaron about this. I was like,
yeah,
but Jaron, it seems like you have a different attitude towards things that I want you to speak freely with. You know, sometimes he gets a little riled up, and we see like the real Jaron, because he's also such a soft-spoken, like calm guy.
Yeah,
but he's dangerously intelligent. But he's got like I told him, don't ever feel like you have a responsibility to be nice or to please anyone. You're like the leading YouTuber.
All right. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with anything that we're talking about right now, and the subject is very serious, so it's a little off track. But the question that you asked is about about subscribers. Originally, hold on, I'm still talking. The question, I let you talk. The question that you asked originally was about subscribers and why you should even show them. That's what led down this long-ass little trail that you just took. And the answer to that is because we live in a matrix that has been manipulated and controlled, and that we are trying to reach the people that are inside that matrix. We're not trying to talk to each other who are already awake. We're trying to reach people that are asleep, and the people that are asleep only pay attention to how many subscribers you got, how many views you got. That's what they look at, because they've been programmed and manipulated to only look at that as any type of means of something that's worth actually looking at. And that's just the way they're programmed. So that's the people we're trying to look at. So that's why it matters.
Oh, wait a second, guys. Let me just.
What are you saying matters? Do you understand my point?
Just one sec. What Robbie's saying, your point has an element of sidetracking to the subject. So I just want to point something out. I've just been sent a message saying that Infiltrator Society is hosting a hangout right now, and in that hangout, people, so that these fucking infiltrators are distorting what's been said in this hangout about IPS. Okay, and the snack is in there, and sorry, I'll read the message. All the trolls are distorting what you said in IPS live chat right now. IPS read some of the comments, but doesn't really bite on it because he is oblivious to the events of the day. Also, because he's a fucking bright guy. Snack is in IPS chat, wanting to give his side up to that audience. Stephen Chess is there too. I said your comments were not directed at IPS, which some in chat were saying. So right now, in IPS, who's having a hangout, you've got this whole fucking infiltration thing going on right now.
Distracting his hangout.
Yes.
And anybody that could possibly be learning.
So I'm going to go in there right now, and I'm going to say, guys, don't let if anybody says anything that distracts you from what IPS is doing, they're doing it to distract you from what he's saying. That's what I'm going to do. So sorry, guys, just ignore me for a minute.
And that's exactly what it is. You know, why would you go over to someone else's hangout that is oblivious to what's going on? It's just to get a live audience so you can continue your trolling and you continue to distract, and you just find someone that is the easiest target. Right now, it's him because he doesn't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. So then you go in there and you troll him. That's trolling. That's distraction. That's manipulation.
Right, but
that's what we're fighting.
It's also an infiltration tactic too, because they go over there and they distort the facts that Antonio
absolutely
shit about IPS. Now IPS is like, what is this? Why is Antonio doing this? And now there's animosity or whatever, and then he'll come at Antonio, blah blah blah, and then they sit back and rub their hands together, he, and that's what they want to happen. They want us to fight with each other. We should stop fighting. It's not a competition. It's not a contest of any kind.
Do you guys realize in this chat there are people saying I was sent here to distract? And does anyone believe that I was sent here to distract?
Oh, sure looks that way, brother.
Hold on, what's my goal here? To knock you guys off course?
I don't know. What is your goal here? Why are you saying? What do you mean?
There you go.
Did you hear anything I said? I made a point about YouTube being people's 15 minutes of fame. The psychology of people that don't have many friends all of a sudden have an audience.
I agree with you. On that.
Their information, whether it's good or not, because they have a lot of subscribers, validates them regardless.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And I feel like it's an important thing to say.
It is.
That doesn't make a distraction.
You just said that. What about all the other stuff you were saying? I think that's what, you know.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you were. I was just asking.
Narrow it down to something like, it's only this. Don't say anything else.
No, I'm just saying, don't act like you came in just to say that, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's what you said. No, I'm just telling you what you just said. You just said that's what you came in to say. And you just said that. You've been in here for at least 20 minutes.
What did I come in here to say?
I don't. That's what you were asked. And that's what you said.
Infiltration.
I don't know what you came in here to say.
Hold on. Use your fucking brain. Do you think I support that?
Support what?
Are you saying that to me or Rob?
What are you guys talking about? What you're against? Infiltrating, disrupting, the whole shill tactic?
Go ahead and talk to Rob.
This is what matters.
Okay, you want to talk to me?
You and Rob.
No, Rob, don't unmute yourself, Rob. Let me talk to Jason here. What is your name?
Jason.
Yeah. So what?
Dan.
Jonathan.
Don't pretend you don't know my name.
Jonathan.
Do you think I'm here to distract people? Because I'm asking you, and you better say something, or else you're gonna look like shit, and your parade is not gonna,
what?
hold up scrutiny. Have a point. You guys have a goal here.
You're gonna let me answer?
I support it, but if you're gonna tell me that I don't support it, have a reason and explain yourself. That's what we're here to get the information out and validate it somehow.
Okay,
Don't
you're
just call
asking
names
me.
and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm not calling names. I didn't call any names. You asked me if I think that you're here to distract. No, I mean maybe you're unconscious about it. I don't know.
You don't think, but maybe there's a chance that I'm secretly doing it. Is that a double standard? You sound like a liar, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, you put on the spot. Using double speak.
Fucked it all up.
You're using double speak. Do you know what double speak is?
I'm using double speak?
Yes, you just used it right there. That's the definition of it.
That's double speak.
Yes.
Answer for it. Answer for it, Dan.
I just called you out on using it.
You called me out on using it.
Now you're
an example.
And now you
double
continue to use it because you don't even know how to answer because you're just constantly using it.
Answer what?
You're unconscious to it.
How do you know?
You keep doing it.
Because look at you.
Tell me what I did.
Everything you're saying is doublespeak. Literally every word.
Prove it.
Right there.
Wait a second. Let me just put it here.
You just became
you pussyfoot around the point you're trying to get a
Let me.
My roommate just fucking barged in my fucking room and is laughing at you, dude. My roommate just barged in the room and is laughing at you.
Let me just.
Dan, if you just unmute yourself and explain yourself without going into something that's real spazzed out, so you have to make fun of someone and make them feel bad and try to make them look embarrassed, get them.
That's how you feel. That's your own fault. I'm sorry. That's how you feel. That's what you're doing yourself, man.
You just made yourself look like an ass.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Wait a second, Dan.
Well, why did you say something, Rob? Why'd you put your fucking camera on and say something?
Oh, I was letting him expose you, buddy.
One second.
Here's my fucking camera.
He doesn't need your help. You seem like you had so much conviction before, but now you can't say shit.
What are you talking about? I was letting Dan speak. What are you, psychotic or something, dude?
Before you had your on your fucking soapbox.
You need to get your medicine or something, bro?
Antonio.
Wait a second. Yeah, Dan.
Antonio, I think someone's trying to get their 15 minutes of fame here.
Yes,
sure looks like it.
Dan, listen. Jonathan has just said to you, speak your mind. So speak your mind to him. Like, really, just let it go.
He did. He's obviously fucking. He has some love for the globe. It's quite clear. So I mean, what do I need to say?
You got me.
What do you mean? What do you want me to say? I know I can say anything I fucking want to this guy. Do you want me to hurt you? Like,
what are you so embarrassed about? Were you so nervous? Look at you. Right now.
Jonathan, look, when you came in.
Seriously, Dan.
I saw when you came in. I saw Rob was reffed and Dan's there watching like always, and I know you, and they're doing like, dude, Antonio knows him, but and all of this. Yeah. But I have to say, the way it's transpired, whether you've done it intentionally or not, you have distracted from what we were doing.
But if I offer a suggestion that's not Dan's agenda, you can't slight me for distracting, because then it becomes thought policing. And you're saying I can't say certain things.
You just said that Antonio said that you're distracting from Dan something or other when Antonio said nothing of the sort.
Okay, so here's your opportunity to get everyone back on track. Go.
Me, Rob, or Dan?
No, Rob.
Well, this whole entire thing is called it's to expose the infiltrators, and it's doing a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll continue. Come on, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I won't distract you.
Okay, so then you got to mute yourself then to do that. That's how you keep your mouth shut, dum dum.
Oh, Dan, you dum dum.
You didn't. Come on.
You don't take it personally. You know, when you have information, there's nothing personal about it.
I thought you were going to be quiet. I thought you were going to mute yourself.
You think I was going to do that?
That's what you said. So you're a liar then.
Again, this is still a distraction from the actual hangout.
Rob, we'll go back and say something.
Okay. So,
I just did.
I'm going to say something. Okay, let's drop all of this and bring it straight back to what we were talking about. Vincent, are you there? Can you hear me? If you are, you're muted.
Yeah.
Candy, are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, Candy just dropped. Vincent, I don't know whether
he might come on using hers or something. I'm not sure. Seemed like he was having issues earlier.
Right. Well, listen. IPS is on, and I think we can wrap this up. Because we covered pretty much what we want to cover. We didn't show Yvette's. No. Actually, no. Fuck that shit. I'm going to call Vincent now and have him show Yvette being a complete cunt. And I don't use that word often, and I don't use it lightly. So I'm sorry for Snack. Personally, I'm fucking sorry for Snack. You know. But what can I do? So give me a second, guys. I'm going to mute myself.
I'm not going to say anything about Snack. I'll get my fucking head chewed off. Don't support that.
Okay.
Ruin the flat Earth.
Hey, Candy. Mic check. Oh, very quiet. Where's Vincent? Where's Vincent right now? Do you know? Okay. So when Vincent comes back, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to call him on Skype. I'm going to ask him to show Yvette. And then we can wrap up and go over to IPS because I really enjoy it.
Yep. He actually has shares. He actually shares information of value. Doesn't distract.
I thought everything went dead because it just got quiet, and so back to what we were discussing, the distraction and the division. That's what this was originally about. All these side stories about cats and feelings, they're nice and they're awesome for a conversation, but that's not what this was supposed to be. Nor was it supposed to be a debate. This is not people's opinions gathering together to talk shit. This is people that have been watching things unfold for months on end, recording, viewing on the side, and because they care about the people that they are involved with. That's why. And they don't get anything out of it. They're trying to protect people. And there's other people here. It's not like this isn't some look at the fucking randomness of this. I have already explained and proved to you absolutely that there is no personal connection to me with this issue anyway. But I have seen enough aside from my personal self to be here. Because that's enough. Once you see someone, once they show you who they are, you gotta believe them. All this other stuff is emotional, psychological manipulation. Other than that, they show you who they are, believe them. It's just like all these side roads that you went down with Stephen Chess. Like, why go down the side roads? Why talk about all that? There's something very specifically that was brought, an accusation against someone that it's not forgivable in a community of truthers. There's no room for smear campaigns or trying to, divide people or talking behind people's back, talking shit about them. And there's no room for that here. And because people are so worried about saying things and upsetting the wrong people, because some of these people have gotten very close and made sure that they've gotten very close to various different key people. And so it's hard for anybody to then say anything about what they see and what they hear or how they feel. That's why this is here. That's why this is happening. It's not a hate fest or a personal smashing even or any kind of at least from myself, it's not personal whatsoever. It's just the sad facts of the matter and the situation that's at hand.
Haunted left.
And the people that have left, people like Chris Truthseeker and other people that have given so much of their time to helping and protecting and setting up and being there for people, to lose those people and to look at what they provided and then to see the reason why they left and to look at what those people have provided. Now, that should be good enough for people. All emotion, psychological, and personal issues set aside.
Rob,
this shouldn't be...
Haunted left.
Yeah, I saw.
I find that kind of strange.
No. It's not strange. I ejected him. I've just talked on in Skype. Personally, I'll tell you my thoughts. I don't think he's a troll, and I don't think he's a globling. I genuinely don't. I think it's just different personalities. I could be wrong,
I think it's
wrong,
but not
I could be wrong, but I just think it's easier.
You do realize the title of your hangout, right, Antonio?
Yes, I do, and I see the irony.
I hope you do.
He's a fucking globling. That's why I said
speculation.
I don't think it's a global.
That's speculation.
Yeah.
That's
talking about. You asked. Hold on. You specifically asked me, "Hey Dan, go ahead and speak your mind."
Yes.
I can say whatever I want. He's obviously a globling, and then his eyes popped out of his fucking head.
Sure.
I'm fucking that. That's remember my spider sense I'm always talking about? Tinga 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 tingy.
Was it tingling?
Fair enough, Dan. I'm hearing.
Yep.
I hear. Sometimes I hear. Where's freaking Vincent?
Like you were calling him. Maybe he's sleeping.
No, he slept most of the day, half the night and half the day. He told me.
He's more machine now than man. He does not sleep.
So
I haven't talked to him today.
wow. Okay, so tell you what, guys. I think Vincent's sidetracked with something. I'll ask him to link. To make the videos public and link them in the description of this hangout, and then you can watch yourselves the chat and see how Yvette is when she's not, when she doesn't think she's in the public eye or the eye of people like Globebusters. And I'm going to wrap this up so we can all go over to IPS, not to troll, but to freaking listen to what he's saying. Okay, everybody good with that?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
If we must.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Candy.
See you later, Antonio. It's been a pleasure exposing trolls with you.
Cool.
Yes,
Hey, listen,
yes.
Dan, before you go, you know, you asked about the guys from the Drunken Network.
Yeah, what about them?
That they wanted to have another hangout sometime.
Yeah. They wanted to have a conspiracy show hangout.
Right. So if you want me in on that, just give me a shout. I'd love that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, he's been down in the dumps lately. A lot of shit has happened. His 3D printer broke down and shit.
You said
He fixed it back up, and now he's making Trump dildos, so you can get fucked physically and mentally.
Right. Wow. Okay. Well, listen, guys. I'll see you in the chat in IPS.
I'll see you at IPS, everyone. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Bye,
Rob, thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Later, brother.
For coming in.
Yeah, man.
Rob.
And
I
yes,
just couldn't let it
Sub to
slide.
Antonio, sub to Candy, sub to Rob. Get political support.
Instagram's Airplane too.
right. See you all later. See you over there.
Deuces.
Peace.